Well, hello, strangers. Oh, hey. How are you? Tis been so long. Yeah, I didn't see some of you guys for like 24 hours this weekend or anything. That didn't happen. They're in around right now. Oh, okay, you're good. No, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Yeah, she was telling me can kind of jump in whenever. No, that's perfect. Thank you. Welcome in. Hello. For those of you that I didn't see, how was your weekend? Oh, wait, you streamed this weekend? Shit. I think I missed it. Oh no. Hey, Splat, how are you? What's up, Sushi? Mike, hello. What's up, Steel? Motherfucker. Tika? Hey, Des, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. The day was good. Not too bad. Nothing too crazy. Getting to hang out with a friend for her birthday stream today. So I promised her some time ago. She'd been scheduling it for a while. So here we go. Meg, thank you for the 15 months. Oh, Meg and Meg. Meg, thank you for the biddies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Saying hi from class. Courtney, pay attention. Tika, thank you for the 8 months. And Twig, thank you for the 7. Hello, friends. How we doing? It could have, you're right. It could have been, but it wasn't. And I'm okay with it. Does anyone know if there's a patch for PS5? Point hope. It keeps crashing when I do the challenge. If there's a patch, like if there's an update, you got me. You got me weekly? Nope. Did it yesterday. Nope. Hey, Shadow, how are you? Juju, thank you for the biddies. No, today we are playing Lockdown. Yeah. Yeah, this past weekend, I did 2 12-hour streams. Bunches of Phasmos. I posted my video today of a couple of the games I had with Doc, which were hilarious. And then I have a couple more that are coming soon too. So we've got the weekly. I've got a no evidence run. Yeah, I might maybe even a lockdown as well. So we shall see. Peggy, thank you for the 28 months. Appreciate you, friend. But my good friend Irish Laic is having a birthday stream today, and she invited me some time ago. If she asked me if I wanted to play games today and play Lockdown, I said, yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Slag, thank you for the 4 months. Kate, thank you for the 9. Did I miss Doc being on? You missed Doc being on. I played with Doc all morning yesterday. All morning. Unheard of. Hi, Crow. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so much fun. So much fun. It was absolutely my pleasure to get to hang out with that wonderful bean. When I'm gonna play with Doc again, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a schedule where it's like, Doc, I'm penciling you in on December 12th. But eventually, yeah. Eventually. What's up, Melly? How are you? To get one. Okay. So for this person, we're gonna play on February 22nd. No, I don't know. Dude, I have 3 kids. I have a full-time job. You think that I scheduled things that far out? You lost your stuff? You should pencil him in. I don't have to pencil him in because he's welcome whenever he wants. Anytime he wants, and he knows that. All my midnight peeps know that. They all know that. You barely know what you're eating in the morning, bro. We're one and the same. We're one and the same. Why would I message him and say, Faz, tomorrow, are you ready on a Tuesday when I'm on stream on Tuesday? Sounds like somebody doesn't know my stream schedule very well. Coming in here making commands, but don't even know when I stream. That's really weird. My day job, I am a video editor and a cinematographer. Super sussy. Encountered a weird bug in Faz. I switched from challenge mode from 0.0 back to amateur, and it gave me an entire kit, including stuff I don't have access to. Interesting. Interesting. Hi, Morky Mork. Flash isn't live every day. Morky Mork, how are you, my beautiful friend? Guys, there's an amazing bean. The amazing Morky Mork. They are hilarious. They are super kind. They are Mork. Hey, Valix, how are you? What are we playing today? We are playing Lockdown Protocol today. I'm joining Irish. I don't even know who else is joining. So I might lose some new friends today. Or maybe I gain some friends. Maybe they respect it. Maybe they're like, you know what? I appreciate that he didn't take it easy. Or maybe they just take me out every round. And I'm like, well, I like being an orb. Being an orb is fun. I don't know. Hey, Krieg, how are you? Oh, it's not Monopoly. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. You got me. You got me. Thank you guys for the hype train. I appreciate yous. Thank you, friends. We're back to the, well, we're not back. So back to the norm. Back to the norm for the goals and the whatnots. If we hit the, well, good wheel, bad wheel. However, if we somehow dodge the soda for like I don't know how many streams in a row. If we get, instead of letting you guys choose the wheel, it's just going to be a soda. That's the way that's going to go. So it's going to be a guarantee. Yeah. Banana, hello. Janelle, appreciate you. Yeah. Juju, I have dodged them every day. Every day that we've had an opportunity for it, dodged it. Every day. Before they go bad again. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, little. All right. I'm going to go ahead and open the game, though, because I especially don't want them waiting on me. Because I know that she's been streaming all damn day. All damn day. Can we get I don't know if a mod is available to give a shout out to Irish. Would they please be able to do that? That'd be wonderful. Irish is awesome. We were invited by Irish today. They are said host. They are the host. Why is the music still going? Not my music. I meant the game music. All right. Let me set the game. Lockdown. There we go. There we go. Oh, no. They might be lurking or away with friends and fam. We're left unattended. I know. Left unattended. The animals are here. This will be fun. Let's see here. Ding da ding da ding da ding da ding da ding ding. Ding da ding da ding. Oh, it is hot in this room. The fan is running. Why is it so warm? All right, I'm going to check in on Irish. See how she is doing. Mute. All right, they're back at the lobby, it looks like. It looks like they're back at the lobby. Beady booty beady beady beep. How long is Irish going for today? Aw, Phoenix, thank you, friend. I was going to do it. Thank you. All right. I might have invites. If I have invites, then we're ready to rock. Do I have invites? No. All right, we wait. We wait. Alda, how are you? How are you? All right, I'm gonna let Phoenix. You're Phoenix. I'm gonna let Irish know that I'm ready. Mr. Epic, thank you for the 7 months. Hi, Maribor. But dee 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 dee. There we go. Maribor, how are you? All right, mute this. PC upgrades. Ooh.
High five.
Fives? Are we having fives? Are we having fives? Five. Yep, that's how this game goes. Yep, that sounds about right. Hi, Irish.
Hello,
Hey.
Brendo.
Hey.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, don't do that when I'm running away.
How did you wipe off your suit? Wait, oh, that's not
How did you wipe off your suit? Ew.
I've not
Grab.
seen a cream cheese on your suit.
Grab.
Are you wiping off your suit?
How could you?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, hold on. Flash.
Is that what those kids are
Yes.
doing nowadays?
Yes.
What is
I
the
hit
good settings for this? I have
Oh,
two
hold on.
dissonance. How many tasks?
All right, give me a sec. Glay actually
Okay.
sent me settings last time.
Yeah. I saw that,
Let's
and I was all like, oh, Flash will know the best settings.
Glacius.
Sin, what are you doing over there?
Excuse me? Is
What?
this the
What's going on?
is this the timeout? zone?
Okay. All right. So we need, or I guess the suggested with a full lobby was 9 minutes and 30 seconds,
Okay.
5 tasks,
Okay.
and then
Two dissonance.
2 dissidents. Now for computer, vent, Pazushi, and alimentation, bump it by 1. Go up by 1. Computer,
So
vent,
alimentation.
Pazushi, alimentation. Camera in the middle. Yes.
Okay, so
Thank you.
computers, Pazushi, alimentation, all bumped by 1.
And
okay?
vent.
And vent.
Yeah, it makes it a little. It seems to be a good mix to make it a little
A
more
good balance.
even. Yeah, so it's not so easy for
Okay.
one side or the other.
Sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Thank you.
Tyler,
And-
what up,
and-
dude?
And no, thank you for the shout out. It made
get
my
out of
ears
here,
bleed.
please. Oh, get out of here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
No, I wouldn't be
Of
here if it wasn't
course.
for you.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh.
I said earlier. I
Happy
said
to
I was
know
like,
that I
where,
killed Tinkus already.
where is he?
Yeah. Oh, he bounced, so you can come in, so he can put the kids to bed. But he'll be back. He'll be back.
Okay.
Because Rain only has a little bit of time, and then
Okay.
she's got to go.
All right.
So
I'll
when
take her out
she ra-
first.
when Rain,
She's
yeah.
not ready for it though. She's not paying attention. She doesn't know.
No,
Oh,
she's not-
hey.
yeah.
Me?
No,
How
no,
are ya?
no,
What
no,
are
just
you saying?
talking about somebody
What are you
else.
saying?
No, nothing.
I don't know
Just
what
talking
was
about
said, but I
somebody
blame
else.
you.
No,
It's your
just
fault.
no.
What did you
Just
do?
no.
What did
Hey,
you
stop
do?
it.
What did
Hey,
you do?
hey,
Huh?
hey, knock it off. Hey,
Tell him. Tell him, Rain.
stop.
Yeah.
You're lucky I can't find the buttons. You're lucky. Yes, I can.
Hey, Sheba.
Oh, no. No, I wouldn't.
Hey, Sheba.
I wouldn't do that to Rain.
Oh, how do I do it? I don't even remember.
You press. So go to your tablet to play games.
Here.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Do Angry
Oh,
Birds.
Set ready. That giant button in front of my face. Oh my
Giant
God.
butt, yes.
Damn, Sag. Sag, I was hoping to be trying to relax for a bit. I got you. I am well. Thank you. Knife.
Knife.
I did it first.
That's not a knife. I'll
That-
show you a knife.
That's all. I'm done. I gotta remember the buttons again. I so quickly forget what to do. Yeah. Pazushka. All right, we have tapes. We have Pazoosh. Give me a weapon. Give me a weapon. Give me a weapon. Give me a weapon. All right, well, I'll have a weapon. Oh, but these are good for Pazushkas. Oh, I need to get these over there now. No.
Glass.
What was that one?
I said, oh,
Okay. All right, I've got 1. I've got 2. I'll be back.
they got Brian.
This game looks derpy. It is so great. That's what makes it so good. Hold on. Center myself a little bit here. There's another container. You're doing great. No more. No more. No more. Okay, no more. Daffodil.
Wayne.
right, I have another.
I'm gonna go grab blue.
All right, I'll stay here. White cod blue. White cod blue. Okay, that's the white. So cod. White cod. White cod blue. Michaela, hello. Oh shit. White cod blue. White cod blue.
I have a blue.
I have a cod.
That's a nice card.
There's a nice cod you got there.
That's a nice card.
God damn it, not again. Black cod blue. Okay. This
All
one
right,
is.
I'm gonna go clean this container.
I'm gonna be at the rice for the next.
What's our next color? We need
Blue? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab the blue.
Okay. Have fun. Hopefully I don't die. This looks interesting. This. Would you eat this? We need a black rice, yes. Okay, nobody's here to kill me yet. Okay, we're good. Okay. I have no weapon. If somebody shows up, I'm just gonna throw stuff at them like this. Black cod blue. Hi.
Hi.
You're doing great.
Hello.
What?
Hi.
Oh, you already got the. It's
Cod.
another cod? Oh
Yes.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I'm gonna
Oh
go
my
clean this with
god.
rice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I hate it here. Black salmon red. All right. Hey,
Do any
Bama.
of you have a
How do I
screwdriver?
put this in here?
Negative.
Right click and
yeah.
then look at it, and then you'll see like
Okay,
a highlight.
cool,
There you
cool,
go. And then
I
you hit the little
doesn't.
green button,
I doesn't have
or you
one.
do that to go in.
What are you doing, Rain? You're not.
What
You're
are
not,
you doing, Rain?
you're not trying to make
What are
people.
you
You're not.
doing?
You're not trying to make people
Chilling
feel the music, are you?
What are you doing, Rain?
What's going
Oh,
on?
no,
Why is
what
everyone
What
just
makes you
standing
what
here?
makes you say that?
I came
never
out
do such a
here
thing.
and
You know you're
Flash was
holding
like,
a
"What are you
tape,
doing,
right?
Ryan?" So I backed
Slander.
up because I felt scared.
You're aware of what's in your hand, right?
Why is someone doing work? We got a lot of
Ancient
tasks to do, people.
technology.
Get to work. Get
That's
to
right.
work.
Get back to work. Get out of here. Get out of here.
By
We
now,
got this.
this is
I
the
will
2000s.
If you're not here for Pazushka, you're gonna Pazoosh your ass out the door. Go get it. Get out of here.
Get back to work. Go on here. Get to work.
She'll do it.
So
She'll do it. Look, do you see how serious
Yeah,
she
that's
is? Look
true,
how
that's
serious
true.
she is. Look at this.
She's so serious.
Yeah?
Why are you so serious?
She's gonna give
I'm so
you to
serious.
the count of
I'm for
3
cereal.
to
I'm
get
for
your
cereal.
lousy.
Super cereal.
Oh shit! I forget how it goes. Lousy. Yella. Shit. I'll remember it later. We'll get her later.
Yeah.
It's close enough. I'll remember
Definitely.
it. Then what are you doing
Yeah.
here? What do you want?
Yeah? Really? Is that what you were
I
gonna say?
think. No good. Keys are off my property. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
What color do we need? What color do we need? Oh shit.
I can go get it.
Red.
Red? Want me to go get
Red.
it?
We need red. Yeah,
Alright.
go ahead and get it.
All right,
We
I
need
have
red.
I have a container. I'll clean it.
Okay, sounds good.
Rain, you super sussy. You super sussy. We knew it. You're just standing there with a tape. Oh my goodness. Hi, song. Shit, red, right? Did I just see someone over there? I need to make sure. Moon, you said red, right? I got sidetracked. I'm sorry.
Red.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm on
red.
it. If I die, Moon won't know what happened to my body. She'll be sad. She won't know when to ride home. Oh, there we go. There's nothing around. I found it. Nothing. Give it a look. See? Nothing still. Okay. Roxy!
I was like, it's really quiet, but everyone.
I was trying to hurry up. I was so afraid. I'm so fearful for my life. That's right. We will always remember.
We will always remember. Oh, I couldn't.
Damn.
I couldn't do the motion. I couldn't do the motion. I was trying to do the motion, but I have a gun in my hand, so I can't
That's
fart.
okay. That's okay.
It's okay.
All right, I got it.
It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. Okay.
Still have
They're all
3
floating
alimentations,
around
2
in
computers, and
computers.
2 vents. What the fuck? Oh, 6 feet. Come on. Okay.
hell?
All right. Why is there...
Okay. Botanic.
Okay.
Botanic.
Graham? Is there a reason you're just standing here looking off in the distance, Graham?
I'm just enjoying the scenery. This is a beautiful place.
It is a beautiful place. You're
Out
right.
here.
Hey, Dad! Oh God.
Because he's just standing here doing nothing, and then he started trying to get behind me. I'm not no fool. Mama ain't raised no fool. Mama ain't raised no fool. Give me that screwdriver.
Killed Graham for no reason.
That's right, because nobody's doing anything.
Graham was a little sussy.
He was super sussy. And now Irish is too. Don't make me. I'll do it.
I am
know.
not.
You're sussy.
What the hell?
You're just standing here doing nothing. Get back to work. Get out of here.
Is that a flirt? Oh, it's a flirt. It's a really loud flirt.
All right. We have work to do, damn it. There's no vents in here. Killed innocent Graham. He's just standing there looking off into space. Listen, if he was innocent, I'm sorry. Look, look, look. What the fuck? Well, that needs to get done. I need red, and a battery. He's just enjoying the sky. He's sitting there playing lo-fi. Lo-fi? No, you die. Hi, Mr. Vin. Oh, that's cute.
I think there's too many tasks, not enough time.
Too many. Is there a battery in here? I can at least try to finish something. No? I'm gonna try to finish this at least. Hiya. I will complete the task. He was wishing for a shooting star. Oh. Oh, that sounds good. Must finish task. Must finish task. Must finish task. There's the shit. Give me the knife. I want to kill somebody. What happened? She was one of them, wasn't she?
I killed Irish.
God damn it. I break. You get more done if you didn't kill your teammates. Listen.
I don't know how we still won that.
There was a whole lot of nothing happening.
There's a whole lot of nothing happening.
Everybody.
Graham, I have to know. Were you just enjoying the
Therapy.
sights?
You were absolutely
listen,
guilty, weren't you?
I was not
we're
actually.
gonna need to have a trust fall situation here.
I was-
There-
Okay, let's have a trust fall situation. Were you one of them?
Okay, that makes more sense.
You said stab me if you
I
need to
was
stab
not.
somebody.
You were
So
not?
stab
Why
you.
did you, no, that was a trick. Why did you need to stab somebody?
Oh, sorry. Trusting. Look at you. I looked out the window. And this is what I saw. If you look through that window right there, this is what I saw you doing.
That's totally up to you.
Somebody stabbed me instead.
But yeah,
Just standing here. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there.
Sid came up with me and was
Quiet.
Irish, I was right. I was like, she's fucking around too much.
Hold on, while they're doing that, I need to do this. Mr. Vin, how are you doing, my lovely friend?
But then, like, Sin came up to me and he goes, "Hey, Iris, guess what?" And I'm like, "What?"
God
And he
damn it.
jumps to his dad. He says, "They'll never believe you." And he jumps to
It
his
had to be
dad,
rain, right?
at my feet.
It had to be rain, right?
Like,
But I was like,
Hi, Mr. Chingus. It had to be rain. Hi, Coaster. Hello. It had to be rain.
You've learned.
Fair.
You've learned.
Oh, I know. That was when rain. I was like, you're a killer. I'm not like making record stuff.
Yeah, we were right. We were right. It was rain.
Yeah, if it's not a quick death, it's not moving, buddy. Oh my
I
goodness.
love you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Up the
Oh
Chiba.
no. Oh no, we can't believe it. Oh no, we can't believe it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
That
Okay, I fixed it.
That's the Chiba.
That's the Chiba.
That's the Everybody point.
Wow,
Everybody point
imagine.
there.
Oh, what are we pointing at?
If I knew how to point it.
There's something back there. How dare you, Rain? Hey, Kevin. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. I'm taking a risk. Taking a risk. Checking it twice. I just found a trigger gonna blow someone up. Hey, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kaboom. All right. Screwdriver. Ooh. That's here, kitty. That's
You
here.
did. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no. I was gonna say,
I'm
tell her I said
sorry.
hi.
Oh, FlashForce says hi, buddy.
Hi. It's in a very, very light manner.
Yeah, no, he is a personality unto himself.
That's right. He just wants to hang out too. That's okay.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. I want.
Watch out! Food punch.
What? Who's doing weird stuff?
Excuse me.
Is it
We
Iris?
heard you giggling.
No, it's not me this time.
I watched her murder. I heard her
Gosh,
murder
did you
in
just
cold
say
blood.
this?
I heard her murder in cold blood,
I saw that.
and it's empty now.
Oh my god.
You get what
Clint,
you
are
deserve.
bad. Are you Christian?
Where's the computer in here?
Hey, don't you dare!
Don't I dare what?
Don't you dare! Don't you do it!
You're Flash.
Aldi! Aldi, no! Aldi! I'm just a boy! Aldi! No! Help! Yetting, hello, how are you? What happened? I think Aldi is the other dissident. I just hear someone doing a task. It's so chaotic, man. I'm trying to regain my health right now. That's what I'm doing. Hi, Jamie. I'm just trying to regain my health. I'm trying to regen. I had to run away like this to get away from Aldi. Hi, Ellen. How are you? This is going to look really sus. What color is Aldi? It's orange. Go chip. Where is everyone? Is everyone dead? I do, Pixel. Yeah, when sometimes it glitches out on me. There's no screwdriver. What the fuck? I'm just gonna have to charge him. Look how much stuff is left to do. Oh, fuck it. All your friends are dead. I think they are. Go down swinging. Yeah. Is he over there like pretending to do a task? Fucking Grim. Hi, Graham.
Oh, hey.
I
I saw you defend us, so I know you're good.
I think it might be. I have a feeling it's Aldi, but I think the rest of our friends are dead.
I know. I'm surprised if it is Aldi because.
He chased me down with a shotgun, so I'm not sure if he is or not.
Oh my.
Watch it be Graham.
gosh.
I think Aldi's still alive and he shouldn't be. I think you're right. Jordan, Lena, thank you, friends. Hi, Morgan. Don't do it, Graham. I'm young. Why is Graham just standing there? He was doing that in the last round, too. What color just ran by me? Is that Graham? Okay, it's green. It's like a ghost. It was like a gun. There you go. He's just cruising around, man. It's that guy, the Beetlejuice guy. Oh, me? Just hanging around. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck, it's right there. He's just hanging out. Will Aldi take him out? He's like an NPC. I just keep finding him standing around. There's no way. Aldi is probably... Oh, there he is. Do you think it is Aldi? Is he actually getting shit done? No way, right? No way he would actually be doing work. Michael Myers' ass. We don't, even if you were a good guy, we don't have a lot of time, so that was funny to me. Sorry. Let's see. What we got here? You got yourself a quiet. Why were you carrying that around? What good does that do? Unless you were just slow playing it.
Very stuck to bit.
Wait. Why is Aldi?
You're alive? What the hell?
I'm alive. and
Well,
I'm
we don't
doing
have, I mean, we
the
have, listen, do you see how many tasks are left? Here, just go ahead. Here, go ahead. No, use the knife. Use the knife. Use the knife. Go ahead. Here, I'll look at the wall. I'll look at the wall.
No, I have somebody else to take care of.
Oh, who are you taking care of? Who are you looking for? You have 10 seconds to find him.
Oh, he ended up killing himself.
It's Graham. Nope. Sorry, too late. You had your chance. It's too late for you. Hey, Brody. Ender, how are you?
Okay, so there may be too many tasks.
Okay, we can bring it down a little bit. We can bring it down a little
That's
bit.
literally
Just
not
do one
balanced.
Yeah, I would say 4 tasks or increase
It
your
was
time.
funny to you.
Actually,
Am I a joke?
Were you the person? Were you the person?
No, I was not. I was
no,
trying. Listen.
It wasn't. It was hilarious. It was me and Rain.
Oh, it was
So
Rain.
I was like, why stab someone? You know you want.
No, listen. In my
And then he
defense,
stabbed Aldi,
he
and I was
chased
like,
me around the map with a shotgun. He didn't do anything, but he did chase me, and I was really afraid.
Yeah. I thought it was poor Remy because he was literally just standing.
silent, and it's like, stop.
Oh my god, I was laughing. I was laughing so hard. I was like, Grammy is like a little NPC. He's just randomly in the distance, just looking in different directions.
I know. I found him in
Sir.
the medical wing,
Yes.
just standing there like
Yes.
this.
You pulled the
He was
C4
just
trigger at
in
the
the
very beginning of the
medical
game.
Oh no.
I like turtles.
I was standing directly next to it.
Oh no.
I also like turtles.
That's like winning the
All in
lottery.
4 seconds. That was like, bro.
I even sang like a Christmas song when I pulled the trigger.
How do we want to adjust this? Do we want to take it down to 4 tasks?
Wow, Flash,
Maybe.
you were the
Maybe.
killer, actually.
Listen. Listen.
You were.
Yeah, we did it. Woo! Let's go, Rain. Yeah, high
I'm
five.
doing something, so I have to go, Fran.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
okay,
go.
But thank you. Thank you for being
I voted for
here.
death. You did. It was pretty funny though.
Bye, Rain. It was good being a
Bye, Rain. Bye, Rain. Woo! That's hilarious. I can't be trusted. It was super funny though. You know, I was gonna do that earlier in the round. When I pulled the trigger, I was gonna go searching and see if there was anybody that got hit by that. But then Moon started taking people out.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
how many tasks do we
Oh
have?
my gosh.
4 now.
Okay, how much
I
time?
adjusted. 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Maybe go up to 11 minutes.
I feel like that's just
If
making
it's
it
too-
easy for the employees.
Maybe move it up to 10 and see how it goes.
Yeah, maybe
We
up to
could,
10.
yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that. All right, so I have it 10, 4 tasks, and then I brought down the delivery to 5 instead of 6. I figured that'll be a good start.
Yeah. No, that's good. A train just coming by now.
It's supposed to.
If you see her screen,
Justin.
I'm bent in half. Yeah, what's up?
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm stretching.
That
Stretching
Impressive.
or folding?
I still haven't been able to figure
It's a
that
little
one
bit
out.
of both.
that's impressive.
It's just a little bit of both. You just got to give a little.
The fact that your feet are moving is exceptionally disturbing.
Here, I'll stand up a little bit. Hold on. There we go. There we go.
Wow.
Oh my god, he's so
Oh my
tall.
god! Look at you.
Oh my god.
I'm here. All right, load up so I can get you inside. We
Is there-
have the evil Chinggis. I mean, lovely
The
Chinggis
evil?
joining us.
How dare?
Aw,
I misspoke. I said it was an accident.
Evil.
No one's evil. I'm not the drama. Am I the villain? I'm not the villain.
Are we the bad guys?
Moon Bunny, I tend to disagree with that statement.
Dang. Dang.
I
Well,
don't
I
know
mean,
what you
considering
are
the first
referring
time
to.
we all played this together, yeah.
I trusted her with my life in Pazushi, and she pulled through.
Oh,
She downed Rain
Yeah.
like nothing. It was
Yeah,
great.
until she's the dissident, and then she just murked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, especially if I get a weapon. Yeah.
Judas.
Judas, no.
We got more friends in the corner.
welcome back, Chungus.
I brought you murder.
Murder.
Chungus personage that you're talking
Chinggis,
about,
I
but
apologize.
there is a Chinggis here, yes.
There is a
I
Chinggis.
apologize.
There he is. There he is.
Hello.
Yeah,
I
there
like
he
this is the
is.
skin
Oh,
viewer.
oh,
That
man.
doesn't sound
Oh, man.
weird.
A child.
There's a bunch of lotion on his skin.
Yes, exactly.
Put the lotion in the
Skin
basket.
viewer section of the room.
I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. Don't
That
you
was the
dare,
most
Chinggis.
sus.
Don't you
Ah, it's a little bit of
dare. Don't you
everything.
dare.
Wait, what happened? Are you okay? Do you need help?
Sir.
I can help.
Sir.
Hold on, I can help.
Sir.
Hold on. I'm gonna help real quick. I know, it's me. It's me. I'm the drama, it's me.
No,
What?
no, no.
Nope.
Alright.
I was in the way.
It's too late. Boxes, boxes, boxes. With many boxes. What? If somebody found the trigger right there, that'd be done.
Who died already?
Oh my god.
Who died already?
So
Did you kill somebody
no,
already?
I picked up the C4 and I said out loud, I said, I'll throw this over there so it doesn't get me. Kaboom.
I mean, I guess that was good time.
Oh, thank you.
Holy
Much appreciated.
mackerels. All right, well, time to sabotage. How are we gonna do that? What do we have? Scanner, delivery, computer, alimentation. Okay, I need to find a weapon and stat. Who is this? Take one of those. This, like this. All right. Take one of these. All right. You're here behind me. You have a tape. What else do you need? Is there anybody watching me right now? No? Nobody watching? Nobody watching? Nobody watching? Nobody watching? We're making moves? Graham, I'm so sorry.
Please, no, no, please don't do it.
Pardon you.
Have you seen a package?
No, I've seen a dead Grem.
Who killed Graham?
Care
Did
to
you kill
explain?
Graham?
Care to explain? Look what I
I
have
never
on
did.
me. Look what I have on me.
I don't want. That's the skin of a killer.
How dare you? The skin of a killer, you sick animal.
Open.
What happened?
There could be one over here. Yeah, it's in here. It's in here.
Where the hell are the
Oh,
alimentations?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's one. Yellow, red. Don't need. Fuck. All right, well, F it. Do you need a battery?
I do.
I'll go get one.
I'm right behind you.
All right, I'm looking for a bat.
You're in the place.
Are they in the chargers right now? No.
No.
No. Oh, we're here. Well, here. He's sussy right now. He knows. All right, there's two. You have the third?
Element piece.
Yep. They're in
All right, we don't need another. That's all we need. Bat trait? Wait. That looked close. Okay, we're good. Been good, Cinnamon. How have you been? I have no weapon, which screws me over.
The one's in medical too. He's blue.
Blue. Do we need battery? All right. We need this one. There we go.
Hey, you did the thing.
I did the thing. And now we have an extra. I'm going to take it with me and go find the other one. She said it was in medical, I think.
Yeah, I'm going computers.
Okay. Do you have everything you need for
my
this one?
God.
I'm
I
so
have
sorry.
a red. No, you're good. You're good.
I have a blue red.
Do you have the blue to red?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, we don't have a battery.
No, just do that.
Oh. You're like, yeah, we got it. It's like, no, we don't.
Well, we have the pieces though.
Yeah, I got you. I have a tape. We're gonna have to do it. Okay.
Dun 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 dun
Okay,
dun
thank
dun.
Thank you.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, good.
Bum, 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 bum.
Dun, 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 dun. Now I gotta go for it. She had they had all the weapons. Had to go for it. Because now she has to explain.
Are you
Flash
killing
is a
people?
killer. No, Flash is a killer. I had a
Okay.
suspicion that he was.
Okay.
He tried to
Now will she just believe it?
Okay. Where is? We need one more Alan.
Because if you just straight up believe somebody when they're just like, oh, that person tried to kill me. Oh, okay. Hi, Graham.
What? Wait. Oh. You.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi, how you doing?
How
You're-
turn the table.
You look awfully tired. Are you okay?
Yellow, red.
12 hours in the lab. Folding boxes.
Box after box after box after box.
Did you beat me with the cassette tape?
No,
What was
it might have been a tape. It may have been a breaker. I don't remember.
Oh man.
It's hard to
I
remember.
was trying to watch the tutorial video on doing a task. I think it was
No.
a little too much time on the tablet.
Told you damn kid to stop playing all your video games. Oh my god, is that Dread? I swear to God. I hate your face.
The one
Damn it.
time I find a
I couldn't find
gun
anything.
and-
I had to
I
make
was
a
back in
move.
your body
I had to
again
make
at
a
the end.
move.
I was not.
You
had to
did,
make
you
a
did, you did.
I was
Okay.
not.
God damn
It was
it,
just
Dread.
the wrong
I
move.
misjudged that.
I was gonna try to
You
live
tried.
on good.
Find
You
a
tried.
weapon
And
to
then
I know.
I
Oh, I
was
couldn't
like,
either. So I was just doing what I could too. Yeah.
Go to security where one of the
Yeah.
computers needs to be
Yeah, it's
verified.
okay.
And then
Nice
You know,
shot.
it happens,
Verifying,
it
I'm
happens.
like,
Did you do the thing?
Do
I
what
did
thing?
try,
No, she
and
murdered
it
me.
Did
didn't
you do the
find it,
thing?
said I had to go
No.
back to
She
the-
murdered you?
After
Well, yeah,
after
'cause she had a
all,
shotgun.
Albie was in there.
I did
Yeah.
not.
Like, did Albie just say no?
Her
So
gun
then I
beats
ran
my
over to find
tape.
something to defend myself, 'cause I had
Well,
to- I didn't have
and what's
to
funny
do
is I had
that.
a suspicion. I had
So I
a
was like, I gotta
suspicion.
find somebody to,
Especially when Grub was
to beat
dead.
somebody with.
My
And
word.
when I
Such
went to put the battery
vulgarities.
in, I backed right up.
The entire time.
And as I'm backing
all-
up, I see his swing, and I was like, I knew it.
Like no one's gonna.
I feel like I need to
was
apologize.
you.
I think I almost killed you.
Listen.
But it made for hilarious
He
timing.
should've.
Oh, the trigger?
He was the killer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just threw the C4 and then you blew it up. That was fantastic timing.
I found it, and I'm just like,
the detonator.
Oh.
oh. taking over. I'm gonna click the button. So I clicked the button. And then I walked around the corner. You're talking about it. I'm like,
What
oh shit.
happened? Oh my god. It was so
Who
good.
Kills. I know Flash, but who
Flash.
else? Is...
It was me and
Anyone else want
Aldebaran. Me and Aldebaran.
Oh,
Were you one of them?
hold it.
Hey, Cardinal, how are you?
I swear.
We couldn't find anything, man.
And I
I
didn't.
don't know who the other one was.
It was Aldi.
It's all
I gotcha.
Yeah, it
Because
was-
we were sitting there in computers
Yeah,
waiting
it was
for it to
all
be
good.
verified, and it failed twice. And I was like, I know he's standing
I
there.
kept
Oh, that was
pressing
me.
At Y.
Hey,
and-
Satchel, how are you? Oh, that was
it
totally
fails
me.
all the time
That was totally me.
so-
Dread, how was the rest of your
Yeah,
stream
I
yesterday?
It was good. Me and
I was
I
just like, I have a gun
She's
and
scared.
I am not a killer and I'm
Hey, what's up, Dale? How are you?
Please go
My last one came in continued to fail.
Fully obsessed. There's many of you. Bye. Okay. I got pop-ups at the DBD now too. Oh my god. Hi, hybrid. Look, by the way, when you're up here in this little lobby, you can someone's poop scoot. You can look down and see where where everything's happening.
Male hugs too. There could be male hugs. There's nothing wrong with my
Oh, wrong thing.
Not your finger, man. That's weird. Grab, save me.
Whoops, that was my bad. I pressed the wrong thing.
Yeah, mouth hugs. Fingers
I
are
didn't think
weird.
you wanted a mouth hug
Yeah,
because I
mouth
have
hugs are
pneumonia,
fine.
but if you want a mouth hug from me,
That's when Kinga's draws the line.
Exactly.
I was gonna say I figured the finger was better.
Trying to instant. I do. We're both kinetic partners.
No, take my finger. Take it.
I don't want the finger. Get away from me.
God damn it.
Go pull her finger. No, I don't want it.
No, these are just.
Take it.
Stop fighting your demons and pull it. I feel like Chinggis could do a really good Toy Story impression.
Oh, he's fine.
Like a Woody impression.
Oh yeah, he always prefers corn over me.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Backpedal. What did you just say?
I said Chinggis always prefers corn over me. Corn is the name of my other half.
Oh, that's not what I heard you say. Okay, got it. Got it. Had to come out of the other room for that one. I was like, oh, pardon?
Okay.
No.
What am I missing?
Now I
What?
Yeah, no, the username of my other half is Corn Kid.
Got you. Okay.
So,
Got you.
yeah.
Corn.
And,
Okay.
and him
Corn.
and Figures have a very special relationship.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that heard that.
Red just teleported across
Shit.
the room.
Just doing my work here. Excuse me.
Thank you. Oh, come on! I had it. Animals. Stuck in the head now. Okay. That's got a fiber on it. Of course. Of course. When I'm an innocent, I find one. Oh, shit. Where's Irish? Irish! Where's Irish? Irish! Irish! Hey, where's Irish?
That way.
Where? This way? Irish!
Oh my goodness.
Irish! Irish!
What?
Hey, come here.
What?
This is for you. It's a gift.
Oh,
I wonder what that button does.
what does it do?
I don't know. You should pull it
Oh.
and see what it does. All right, there we go.
Was that the? Did you just make me pull? What did you make me do?
Nothing. It was just a. We were just seeing what it did.
Okay, that sounds like consistent.
Now it was over this way. I heard it. I don't know if it got anybody or not, but no,
C4.
it was the C4. Yeah, I had no. I don't know where the C4 was, but I heard the explosion over here somewhere. Unfortunately, there's no like marks or
there's no, like-
anything.
Yeah. And
All
I'm
right.
Dead. So
All
at
right.
least you didn't make me kill
Nope.
somebody. Jeez, sir, how rude.
I searched the whole damn map so you could do that.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Little
It's a
present.
fun little toy.
I got to go boom.
Hi, Allie. Got to go boom.
No, somebody triggered the C4 already.
Oh yeah, we already pulled it. We're good. We're Gucci.
Ah, yeah.
All's well. All's well. I need a screwdriver.
Screwdriver, I got one. Is it in here?
Hybrid, are you about to ask me if I just know every single Phasmo content creator? Because yes, I know all of them.
This takes forever.
Nope, nothing in here. Nope, nada.
Oh, I got a battery charger.
Yeah, basically. Okay,
Takes
good talk.
forever.
Good constructive conversation.
Why do I
Yeah.
feel like?
Hi, Logan. I feel useless. Scanner. Well, I could do that and hopefully not die. Oh, do you have a partner? Okay, you're good.
Hi.
Yeah, you're
He
good.
does it alone
Sorry.
every time. It's hilarious.
I have no screwdriver. We still have vents. We have alimentations.
I don't like not having to even defend myself. This makes me a.
Yeah, I really don't. I'm looking for a screwdriver. I'm looking for the other alimentation. Yeah.
Like anything.
That's fine. There's an alimentation back here, but I don't know if it's good or bad. Nope, that's fine.
Right? At least no, you're not gonna kill me.
No, absolutely not. I checked. I saw the vent through the window in there. I think it looked okay. One more vent. Oh, here's one. All right, blue to yellow. Got it. Blue to yellow. Blue to yellow. Blue to yellow.
It allows you to walk through and come into different rooms.
Blue to yellow. Blue to yellow. Hi, Jana. Blue. Oh, there's a frickin' screwdriver. Son of a bitch. All right. There's blue. So then I would need blue to yellow still. Yes? Okay. So we'll put this guy here. Okay. Now I need blue to yellow. What up, Goose? Blue to yellow, blue to yellow, blue to yellow, blue to yellow.
Blue to yellow, blue to yellow.
Blue to yellow. Yeah, let's go.
Blue to yellow.
All right. Unfortunately, I have a gun with me, so it's going to take a little time. We're going to have to do step by step. Tis going well, friend. We are playing Lockdown Protocol. Why are they all traveling in a group? Lockdown protocol with a Fran today because it's her birthday stream. That might actually finish it. Hawks, what's up? Whose birthday? It's Irish Laic. Is this one right? Yeah. Hi.
Hey, oh no.
Hi.
Have you seen a blue?
I have seen it. It's in my hand.
A blue or a blue red?
Wait a minute. Oh, I fucked up. I have a blue.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. It's done. Yeah, I had a blue. I had that one. I was just coming to finish it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I got this for it. I got
okay.
this for it.
Are we
but
good?
We were looking for the blue.
But we
So, I
do
can
need
switch
to
that.
do analysis.
Analysis?
Analysis. I don't know if this has been done at all. Uh-oh, there's a dead body in here. I don't like that very much. Of course. Oh, those sons of bitches. It was Irish. Irish was playing dumb.
Bill.
Wow.
Dang.
Irish was too.
Irish was just playing dumb.
Wow.
That bastard.
Wow.
How
I
dare.
don't want my back was fully turned.
You were
I
like,
was
there's a dead body. I'm like, where? And then he just starts attacking you.
To be fair,
Son of a
it's
bitch.
a complicated situation in the best of times because you have to do that.
yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, my mistake
like,
was leaving you alone. I
If
should
I
have
had
known.
planted a
I
second
should've-
earlier, like,
You left someone alone.
like,
Now we know whose fault it was.
No.
Okay,
Cardinal,
so my
thank you for
thing
the
is,
lurk,
you and
friend. I
both
appreciate
knew the
you.
shotgun was empty.
Yeah.
I told you the shotgun was empty.
Yep.
And then you had the knife, and I'm like, I
Damn
need
it.
the knife.
You told that.
Animals.
I'll show you a
If I-
knife.
honestly, if I
That's
Oh,
annoying.
I've seen you
Suck it
play
quicker.
knife Fanny before.
You understood her hands on it.
Oh, not at all. Not
Thank
at
you,
all.
Fear.
I think you survived.
Can't believe you left them
But
alone.
as soon as I didn't hear it clicking, then you said like a little higher up. I was like,
I appreciate you, Fear. Thank you,
I
friend.
had you within millimeters
Thank you, friend.
of that last target. I did. I'm
really?
really
Okay. I didn't hear it click,
so
but
close.
then you stopped talking at the same time. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Bad finger. A bad finger.
Someone eating chips.
That was good.
The answer is yes.
You really like
The answer is yes. Yes, they are. All right, off we go.
Do my job.
You better, damn it. It better not be to kill me. Okay. Among Us 3D. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Alimentation. All right, well, we're going to guess. We're going to guess. We need to go find alimentations. We have 3 of them.
Damn, hold it up.
3 of them. Phantom, what's up, dude? Welcome in. How are you? What are you chasing me for, Chinggis?
Hello.
I'm not. I'm coming here to help him because
Oh, really?
I fucking feel bad after last time.
So you're coming in to help them as you were leaving with a fuse in your hand?
No, I was
I'm just gonna come back.
doing alignments.
Where'd you pull that from?
What?
Where'd you pull it from?
Fuse?
Where'd you pull it from?
That was in my hand?
Where'd you pull it
I
from?
didn't pull it from
Where'd you pull it from?
anywhere.
Why were you leaving? Then you turned back around and went back inside. Oh shit! Hey, you should try to kill Moon. Why are you going for me first, asshat? Oh, fucking Moon's dead. Went for me. Oh, Moon's fucking dead.
Now, listen, Irish,
Oh yeah, no. I feel like it was.
Thank God. Yeah, fuck you.
to you long enough.
Group of people target me. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead, LaRusso. You dead.
Well, actually, no. Technically, I shot
Okay,
at
so
I shot at Finn first, and then
Oh,
you
you
came
dead.
out, and I was like,
You're so
"Daddy,
dead it
Daddy."
hurts. You're so dead it hurts.
But you weren't the first
Employee
one
to
dead, though.
employee. You're dead.
Correct.
You're not the first one dead. You're not the first one dead. I killed Reaper first.
How dare
It's
you?
true. It was personal.
Now
I
wait,
feel like
I
that
gotta
was
ask.
definitely
I have to
personal.
ask. Who's the other one?
No, you were just the first person I saw with having weapons.
Who's the other one?
Valid.
Oh, it's Chinggis.
Shocker.
Yeah, it's Chinggis.
He was walking.
And then
he was
saw
walking
Grammy.
out.
I couldn't kill Graham.
He was
I couldn't
walking
kill
out of
Graham.
medical
Graham's too precious.
with a fuse in his hand, and then walked back into medical and said, "Oh well, I can't leave them hanging." I said, "Then why were you leaving?" So I called him out, but unfortunately, I'm sure he's alive right now, killing people.
Perfect.
Hi, Chihuahua.
Just need
Okay.
yellow fuse.
You
Yep.
gotta charge it too.
Yep, I called him sussy. Wait, who's yellow? Sin. Where's Sin?
That's yellow blue.
Do we have any? If we have none.
Yeah, I called out Chingus in front of Sin, and Sin was like, "Well, I'll just come back later."
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yep. Let's see what happens. We'll wait here. What the shit? I'm calling HR. That's right. Bastards.
HR's on vacation indefinitely.
I pulled out. I
Oh, no.
swear.
Graham is our infinite NPC. Look. He has no idea what's behind him happening right now. Look.
All right, let's see. I need. Oh, don't.
No,
You're walking a little
stop it.
close to me.
I'm sorry.
Hey, please. We can talk about this. Jenkins.
We can.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't kill
Meow,
Graham.
hello.
I
Mother
could
effer.
have easily. Graham was by himself, and I was like,
There's
I can't
ads
do
starting
it.
soon, by the
I would
way,
rather kill in
friends.
front of a
There's
group of
ads starting
people.
soon.
It's okay. It's okay. I got a task done.
Look at you,
I'm
dude.
okay.
Yay! I'm so
It's
proud of
okay.
you.
I'm proud of
Hands
myself.
up.
You did it.
I did one thing before
Hands up.
getting.
I saw
That was
I
really
saw you
good.
do
Oh,
that.
now we get sussy after the entire lobby's
I saw you
dead.
did to Grim.
Nobody wants to kill you.
Started
Let's
it.
go. Come on.
Tell him to turn around and blast him. Tell him to turn around and blast him. Yeah, look. I love that. Iris said, nope, no wasting time.
He delivered a package into computers, and then he threw it in the corner instead of actually delivering it.
Fair. So I just watched him kill Grim. I'm fairly positive.
All right.
How could you kill Graham?
Yeah, how could you kill Graham?
Just barely in my eye line too. It was barely in my eye.
No, that's right. Waste all of the time. It's all part of our strategy, Bunny. It's all part of
Listen,
our
they have
strategy.
5 computers, a
Yep.
scanner, and 2 alimentations. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, they're not getting this.
No way.
No, they might. They might.
How many people
Well,
are
no,
alive?
I think the 2 of them.
Yeah, just the two.
One killer
Yeah.
and then one employee?
I think they're
Oh,
both
no.
employees.
No, both. No.
both
Both killers are dead.
Yeah, they're
Both
both
dissidents are gone.
Yeah, Bunny and
Yeah.
I were the.
Might want to drop
killers,
tasks
yeah.
again.
Wait,
Yeah, you
so
don't
I
have
thought
full.
the
Yeah,
game
it's
ends
true.
if both killers die.
Oh, no.
My goodness.
The game ends if all the employees die.
I'm pretty sure everybody else.
Oh.
Yeah, if we don't have
Yeah,
a
the
full,
game
if we
ending all
don't,
depends on if the employees finish.
if
or
we don't
die.
have a full lobby, we might need to drop the tasks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
guess
we
that's
do not have the
maybe
extra
Maybe
person.
drop to 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially
Or just
well,
drop like one that needs done of this said task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are tips for Faz randomly showing up? Yeah. Yeah. They're on a timer. Didn't song say they join if you had room? Oh, maybe I didn't hear. Oh, so Ross available too. So it's not my lobby. This is Irish's lobby. It's Irish's birthday stream. So we are just a being inside of the lobby with them. Do another monologue, dude. I can't wait to make a video out of that. I'll watch this. Come on.
Flash helped kill
Oh,
himself.
that's how he saw me. Okay.
Story.
Yeah.
I have the worst luck.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I might have
Go, little Flash, go.
been pushed out of the
Okay, how do we do ailments? Because I don't know this.
The mosquito outside my door when wanting dinner.
Something to do with the battery, I believe.
Nope,
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Nope.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't remember how to do it. You just like you do the thing with the thing and
that's it.
good,
Do the thing.
good,
Do it.
I got it. Never mind, I got it.
I can't get it.
I got it. All right, hurry up. Baby dooby doo. Bazoosh.
Nope. Can't get that turn. Not right now.
Maybe you should try harder.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, Chinggis, you can do it.
No, I'm staying down here. I'm not cool like you.
Oh my God.
I still have 3 computers and 2
I
alignments
am.
left. Alimentations.
Alimentations.
Yeah.
Alimentations.
The computers,
Hi, Scroob. Welcome in.
you,
I forget to have them shoes. There's no shoes here. I'm an orb. I can't throw shoes.
So you go to one computer.
Sits firmly or subconscious.
Yes, and then
Oh, no, I can play it up here for
go,
them.
You go to the other side and you say yes. And
Oh,
then
it's
it'll either
weird.
go
I
or
can hear
fail.
right here, but I can't hear.
Yeah,
past it.
there's like if you need a little bit of silence.
Now I got sound back. Oh, that was weird. Sound's gone.
You can only hear like this. This is like a you can have like a private little meeting up here. Hello? Hello? Hey. Are they talking? Oh, they
And then get more things, and then you've got to combine some, and that one's really involved.
So they've got 2 left in 20 seconds. I don't think they got it. It's gonna be too close.
Eliminations? No.
What?
Aw, you stopped.
That's our chase music.
Not me about to be like, oh, who were the dissidents?
I can't believe who could it be?
What? Don't come up on me. I won.
Listen.
You lost.
Hey,
I
Yeah.
won. You lost. So it doesn't matter.
Was anybody in scanner with me after that whole thing happened?
No, I called him out, and then when everybody dipped, I was like, well, the killer's gonna stay alive for a bit.
Well,
Yeah.
was
I avenged you. I avenged
Did
Thank
anybody
you.
come in
I know,
scanner
you
after
immediately
that
did it
from the
too.
side?
No
I
hesitation.
definitely was talking to you guys.
He was
we're all
like,
like,
he was like
no.
behind him, basically about to put his hands up. You're like, nope, not today. Nope, not today.
And Moon Buddy's like, listen.
Yes.
I'm like, nope.
Listen.
That
Go
gun
on.
is definitely empty, by the way.
Go on. Oh. All right, go
Oh, I
on.
knew
Go
it
on.
was. I wasn't worried about it.
Oh, that was it.
I already
That's
taken
all.
it.
Do we need
And
do
I
you
knew
need
that
another
I
body for
sabotaged
an
enough
eighth?
That you guys wouldn't get
Or
it.
wait,
I
eighth,
was
yeah.
gonna say, we just had
Excuse me, I'm chatting
all
in
these
chit-chat
backed
over
out, and the other person I had backed out, and I do have one other that's able to join.
Okay, yeah.
And then I saw also SoundCloud is
Yeah,
also offering.
I know
to
Song
join.
said that he was also available. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally up to you, Fred.
We only want cool people in here. Son can't join.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, dude. Listen, mush and buttons.
Ignoring him.
Okay, yeah.
Ignore this.
Ignore this one? Okay.
You wanna,
Okay, go ahead.
if you wanna invite the song.
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
ignore
definitely.
this guy.
Yeah, I definitely can. I definitely can. We won't
Yeah.
here. Wait.
Yeah,
Here.
and
Let
I
me.
figured-
There we go. That's better.
There you go.
Oh, nope.
I was
Excuse
gonna say
me.
we can rotate the last spot for since there's 3 of us.
It's okay. I like it when you just sit there and watch. It's fine.
God damn it. Why are we watching?
Wow.
Nut.
That's why.
Nut.
Why?
Oh, hold on. I'm just sending you guys some messages in your Twitch chats real quick. Hold on here. Let me just...
I'm dying.
Imagine doing that for each letter.
You hear me?
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Omega lol. Omega
It'd be
low.
no different than like
Omega
how we
low.
used to text.
Mr.
Right? It's just
Song,
one
if you
way-
could get online, my friend, I'll invite you.
2, 4.
I'm tapping your back.
It's not open. It's not up to my view. Like, it's not community games for me, Hunter. No. I joined a friend for their
That's
birthday
the
stream.
spot. That's the spot.
Hey, Fred.
I got you. Don't worry.
Oh, look, song's firing
Oh,
up
my
now.
Lanto.
I'm gonna wait 30 minutes for him to show up. Great.
Yeah, no worries, Hunter.
Damn.
Yeah. I want to do viewer games at some point. I would love to. At some point, I would love to do
Woke up and wore his
viewer
ass
games
pants today.
inside of lockdown. That would be hilarious.
You mean
We'll
it's
find a
that
day.
phone?
We'll find a day and do it.
Overworked and
Hi,
so
Ping.
tired right now.
Happy Monday, friend.
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last, but I'm here for it.
I mean,
All right,
it's
after I
longer
just saw
than
what you're
3
doing
minutes,
over there,
so
and
we're
then
already
that's the
good.
comment you have, I'm not comfortable.
I mean, it's
Okay,
been longer
well
than
deserved.
3 minutes, so we're proud.
Oh, I should probably ready up, shouldn't I?
No, you're okay. No. We were waiting for Mr. Song's going to join, so you're good.
Oh,
You're
good,
fine.
okay.
You're fine.
Yahoo!
The self-report, yeah. That was all it took.
Cleveland! Oh, he's fine.
Let me know. Okay. We're good.
I was viewing.
Oh, there, I was like,
skating a
whose
little
keyboard
bit
do I
too
hear?
much,
I thought it was
and I
that
got
keyboard.
fucking-
Mr. Song. Mr. Song, I don't see you online. There it is, the invite friends. I think I have to hit this to refresh. All right, I sent you a couple. There you go, my friend. Someone's got the clicky clacks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Grind some fraz. Grind some faz. No worries, Ham.
Oh my god, it's a sound.
Last sunlight. Welcome. Mrs. Juice. Chingus must have his sassy pants on tonight. Listen, I understand. It's because of this game. This game will make anyone wear their sassy pants. Right, Song?
You type it in. You type it in.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you? Oh, hi.
I gotta wave.
That's a song.
I just like respawned because you and my ear off.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
This game makes you turn on people like that. Recently started watching the videos. Wanted to say, keep it up. Hey, appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mac. You appreciate it, man. This game's made to make trust issues 100%. 1,000,000%. Yes. Did I ready up yet?
I've deleted
I'm
all
not
your
the
files
Chiba.
from the FBI database. You're now innocent.
Thank you, Skynet.
Hey, Chiba. Hey, other Chiba. Sorry, other Chiba.
How the game's been? The games have
How
been
dare you,
good.
Song.
I'm gonna try to see if I can make some silly stuff happen at some point.
Yell at Chingus
All right, we have a vent. All right, a vent in the poopers. Thank you for who you are. Wait, who are you talking about? You talking about Chingus? You talking about me? You're talking about Chingus, right? All right. We have pressures. I can take care of that as long as nobody kills me. What are the tasks? We have pressure, pazoosh, vent, alimentation. I don't know. I don't know if the others have experience with things like pressure, if they know how to do it. Talk about me, Cinnamon. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Thank you. No, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. You get out. You get out right now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Getting all the pressures over there.
Danger!
What?
Danger!
Yell danger and just run. All right, I'm gonna put something in my person just in case. All right. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have all of them. Okay, I'll put these over here.
Clear.
Yep. Pressure. Ooh, double. Was that a double pop already?
Nope.
Pressure?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Clear.
I would single press, not double press.
Oh my god.
So the reason for that, if you single press and one pops, you know that it needs to go up by 2. So like if it's a 1, it needs to be
Oh, really?
yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's
So if-
cool. I
yes.
didn't know that.
Can we help you?
there.
I'm trying to help you. I don't.
Oh no, we're good. No, we're okay. No, we're fine.
There.
We're fine. I appreciate you.
All right,
Thank you.
well, fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Clear.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why that single press is helpful. There you go. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always jacked up all the way. That way, you know, if something blows, I know to just bring it up by one.
That's the way that I used to do it. No. This is not how you want to do this though.
What do you mean?
Well, because you just upped all of them to their max.
Oh no. Initially I had the 2 1s and 2 2s in there, but both the ones popped, and I just left the 2s because they accepted those. I can swap out the 2s for the 1s.
Hold on. Let me see. If you don't mind, we have a lot of time. I could
No,
do.
absolutely. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Happy to learn.
All right. I have a feeling either they don't know or I'm about to get murdered. All right. So you have the single ones. You have the 111. We're so it's not going to be safe here in a second. All right. I'm going to start from scratch so I can see it. All right. Press up. So there we go. So there's a double pop. So we know that these 2 didn't pop.
Okay.
So it's left to right always. The first 2 didn't pop. So we know that they're okay.
Sin's a killer. He
Okay.
tried to stab me like a lot.
Is Sin dead?
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. I got a battery. Now.
So if Sin is dead, then Chinggis is a killer. Roger that. All right. So we know that's a 3. Now this one was next in line, so we don't know. This could be a 1.
Oh, you guys are going. This one's a pretty involved.
Press up. Careful. No. Grammy, no. Grammy, no. Grab, no. Okay. Yeah. Go to the corner, Grab. Go to the corner.
What's the range?
Go to the corner.
It's insane.
It's pretty big. If you're in front of it like this, you'll get hit.
Oh no.
Okay. So both of those popped. So we know that those are 2s. So a 2 goes here and a 2 goes there. And then these all go to the other side.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. There you go. All right, I'm going to turn these on just to make sure, by the way. So do stand clear. Hi, Katrina. What's up, Cater Tot? Good job. Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. So left to
Now,
right.
does this one also work left to right?
Left to right. Yeah, these are both left to right. Yeah, I did not know that either when I first started.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Absolutely. So yeah, we do them in line 1, 1, 2, 3, and we do it. Go ahead and give it a single press. Press up.
Okay. Yeah, I probably should call that out.
Oh, it's all right. It's
No
funny.
way.
It's funny sometimes when people get hit.
way.
Aw. Close but no cigar. All right, so we know because that was on the double, that 1 needs to become a 2. So we just swap them out, and then we try again. It might not be right this time, but we'll see. Yeah, left to right. Bangarang, Peter!
Oh, no way.
Let's go.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
That's
Absolutely,
freaking
dude.
awesome.
This one to learn is so annoying. It is extremely
I
annoying.
just started with the closest side, and I worked with the smallest ones first, and just
Right.
built them up as needed, and that's
Yep.
always worked for me.
The double-
Except there were a couple of times where it really stumped me, and I didn't know why.
Yeah,
Now I
the double
understand.
is really helpful knowing that you need to go up by 2, and then when you press it twice and they pop, it just needs to go up by 1. Yep.
All right, cool.
There you go. Absolutely. All right, so we need 2 vents, 2 alimentations, and Pazoosh. Hi, Farmer. What up, Car? Do they have VR for the game? Can you imagine? Hurt my brain trying to learn it. Never got the chance because you listen. Oh, you scared me. Jesus Christ.
Boo. Kazushi's done. I'm surprised he didn't. Oh, he only had 1 bullet.
Yeah. But you fucking get it.
Yeah, he was
All
probably
right.
a killer.
Courtney, thank you for the alert. Wait, do we have alimentations? We do, and 2 vents. So Chinggis could be a killer? He absolutely could be. Yes. Yes. Ever need others? I appreciate you, Tika. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, friend. I absolutely, again, I would love to have a viewer day of this. Because it would just be so funny. I know there's no alimentation in there, but still. battery. Any hidden vents or any of that shit? Don't think so. What does it cost? Probably like $10. Alright. I just need a battery. Hi. Oh, hey, is that charged?
It is, yeah.
Come.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Come. Yes, sir.
The other one.
You finished the other one? Nice. We have 2 vents missing. All right, I'm gonna go try to find the vents. Oh, it's $20. Oh, okay, thank you. I thought it was lower than that. I hear a lot of people, but I don't hear a lot of shit getting done. They might have the vents for all we know. There's only one in here. Nope, that's fine. 1. What the fuck? Your Steam shows $9.99. There it is. Who took it? Who took it?
I didn't hide anything. I didn't hide anything. You're accusing me of stuff without any proof.
I saw you. That's the fucking proof.
Where did they hide it?
Why are you still going?
don't know.
Hide it in the
I think the
back of the
button-
computer system where you came from.
All right, is it cleaned? Is it cleaned?
Come here. Yes, this.
We have a
this
minute
cleaned
15.
It was dirty. Chinggis had it and it was dirty.
Okay.
Grab this battery for the other one.
We do have a minute to go.
Okay. Grab
Where are you
that
going?
battery.
Where are you going? Where are you
I don't know.
going?
Where's this going?
Go that way. That way. Go that way.
It goes this way?
Isn't it in
Which way?
computers?
Where does it
This
go?
way. Isn't it over here?
Computers?
I mean, not computers. You know what I mean?
No, that's security. Computers is this way.
Security. It's over here. No, come here. Come here. Come here. It's in this
Oh,
room.
is it over here? Cool.
Yes.
It is not in this
It's
room.
right there,
No,
Song.
that-
Right there. Turn around.
Oh, behind you. Behind you. Flash, what are you doing?
He's not putting it in the fucking thing. What is Flash doing? Oh, I don't know.
Wasn't the killer? He's the fucking killer, dude. It
Why is Song running away and not putting it in the thing?
I was trying to tell you.
What? Look.
Blue.
Look over here,
Where are
Song.
you looking? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus fuck. He was running out of the room. That certainly looked like a killer. They're done. They're done.
Reaper is the killer.
They're done.
Put it in the hole.
No.
What are you doing, Flash? Oh, I don't know.
We should have just killed him.
Holy shit, I should have killed him sooner.
You just listen to me. You don't listen.
My
to me.
God.
Everybody's just watching Chinggis get his ass kicked.
To be fair, you also had a charge.
And not to mention, we were over there. We were over there in Machine. Over in Machine, and he's stopping to tell me a story. He's like, so I was here, and I looked over there. I'm like, we have a minute. Go. What are you doing? This is not a time for a songograph. Get going.
And I was like, I should have
I only
trusted my
saw the one
instinct.
See,
fool,
I
and I'm
was
like,
so
what
busy
the
looking for the
fuck
vent
is
that
going
didn't
on?
make
My
someone
God. He also didn't know that there was 2 vents inside of that room. That also had something to do.
No, I thought there was only one in there.
Greg was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He saw me kill. Okay, so Flash looked justifiable because Flash just started
I should have
attacking.
shot you when I had the
Yeah,
chance.
I know. I was
You
sus
should've,
of, I was
but you
sus of
didn't.
you because of you putting
I
all the
didn't.
high ones in first. I'm like, I'll just keep my eye on you and I'll just walk you
honestly,
through
no.
it.
Real talk. You actually did teach me. I
Oh, there
didn't
you
know
go.
that, so
Yeah.
thank you very much.
You're
for
very
that.
welcome. Absolutely.
I took the time to actually stop and I wanted to learn that, so
To be
I
fair, I
appreciate it.
also have
Holy
like
shit.
4 streams up, including your TikToks. I am hearing everything 4 fucking times, and it's annoying.
We
as
had
hell.
we have
I
a
just
minute
wanted to stand
15
there
on the
and
clock.
stop it.
A minute 15 on the
agreed.
clock, and he's telling a story about what just happened instead of running.
It's true. It was all a diversion, and then I had the vent, and you guys were like, "Just put the vent in, just put the vent in." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's."
Well, at that point, it was already too late. I don't even think we would have even gotten it.
Was it Reaper?
Oh, I was absolutely a killer.
Well, yeah, we should all be muted because if one of us is the dissident, you're gonna hear us.
You are too sweet. For just
no,
in the
it's
wrong place
fine.
at
I
the wrong
deserve it.
time.
Oh,
and
we
you
can
saw
try.
you saw clutch.
Hell.
Yeah, why would
I
you
was
guys
texting you
don't
guys. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
So Song is stream sniping.
I was
Yeah,
gonna play the
everybody.
but I didn't want to kill anybody.
He's got one of those monitors like above him like this that has just 9 streams going at once, and he's just
Song's
Hang
got
on,
his gun
hang
out, doesn't do anything.
Song has everybody's stream up right now, watching them just going.
Killer.
How can you get so much damage and not die, by the way?
It sounds like I got this. Like a green mega
He's like, all right, I got the drop on him. Irish is over there in computers. Flash is over there in cameras. Chingus is over there.
Literally got all 3 of us up on one screen, each in their own
Oh
little
my
box.
god, that's what I said. He's just standing there like this.
Sussed us out so fast. And I was like,
What happened?
I realized as the round
Oh
started
my
that I had
god.
everybody still
What
up on
that was a
Snapchat.
throw of a century. I was like, Song, it's in there. Song, it's in there. Song, it's in that room. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
I never seemed to make me how many people just run around. I was like, there's not
Holy shit.
He takes 3
Just
across. I
stand
was like, I
there.
don't even know what to do at this
So
point.
Song, if we learned anything from this, educating yourself on what the rooms hold is
I was
Yeah,
so
there are
low
2.
on health that I
Very
couldn't run,
useful.
jump, or even swing
Now I
at him,
know.
so I just let him
I'm
stab
ready.
me at
Hang
that
on,
point.
I'm ready.
it really wasn't easy, though.
You're
Hit him.
still the murder bunny.
I absolutely hit him on the head. I was trying to get him to listen, and he was running away from the room. I'm like, Song, it's over there. God damn it. Makes me want to take him out. If I find that trigger, I'm giving him the C4, and we are calling it a day. Oh, look, the C4. I'm going to watch it from a distance and see if anybody gets killed. No! I threw it away from me. Hey, careful, SpongeBob. I just want to see if anybody gets hit. Please. Can you imagine? Oh, that would have been such an opportunity. Alimentation Pazushi. All right, we need containers. Oh, we maintain low tones. No, do we have alimentations? We do. Okay. Oh, was that it? Was that the C4? Nope, that's that way. Was that Song? What happened?
I don't know. I heard shooting. I went to look, and Moon's like, "Oh, I just
Yeah.
emptied the
I
shotgun."
emptied out the shotgun.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Holy shit!"
Tell that person happy birthday. I absolutely will. I have another dinghy.
Oh, you do? There's another one in
Roger
there,
that.
too.
What do we need?
Oh, it's empty.
Yellow, red? You have red. Wait, you're going to get red, yes? I'll get green. I'm going to get green.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
I assume you're getting the white for the match?
The red.
Oh,
I think-
red.
Yeah, I think red.
So Flash has a gun. Flash does have a gun. I'm also watching Song, even though she emptied that. We'll see. She could be slow playing. She could be slow playing. We don't know. Hard to say. Okay. Green is done. You have
Awesome,
red,
awesome,
red, yellow,
awesome.
so we need
This is-
white,
yeah,
red.
red,
I'll
yellow,
get.
we need-
yeah.
Is it white, red?
White,
yeah,
red.
White, red. Okay.
I'll get white. Thank you, Ham. Oh. Result defense, yeah. All right, I'm getting white. There's green. That's Grammy. Hopefully he's not the killer. Run. Just so on edge. Actually, we keep that on me. Hi.
Hello. There's usually
Oh,
one.
so
No,
you
there's
guys,
not.
are you guys
not
doing
in here.
analysis?
Wow. Oh, he's.
We're good. We're
Okay.
good.
So
Yeah.
I'm in here to do
We're
that.
good.
Okay. Do you have?
No, we got it done.
Why is there a shotgun over here?
Because it's an empty
Because it's
shotgun
empty,
that
then I
randomly
have a
spawns.
Spare.
It randomly
I
Do you
spawns.
have a spare? Oh, okay. Do you have a spare one of what Flash is holding container?
Oh,
so
we're
I
about
can
to be
do,
done with this, and then we can bring them over to
Oh, yeah,
Pazoosh.
analysis is done. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Because I
containers
just
in
got the
here.
last rice
Yeah,
over
yeah, yeah.
there.
Yeah, we can bring them
Yeah.
over there. Hi, Benny. I'm gonna clean this one, and that'll be good. We're traveling together, which might be a ploy. They might be trying to sneak attack. A lot of people in room, I know, and that's what's it's awfully spicy.
I'm a little
Looking for a blue fuse. Looking for me and you.
Hi, JLB.
You together.
All right, I got a thing.
Ooh,
There's
we need
one.
black rice.
Black rice. Oh, you still need
Thank
no.
you.
Oh yeah, I got you. All right, I'm gonna go get. I know there's another container somewhere. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, I think Moon went to go get the color for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got blue.
Okay. I got the black rice going, and the salmon is in the fishing thing. You should just be able to grab it.
All right. Black salmon
Yeah.
blue,
Black
Okay.
salmon blue.
and
And
then
there's the black.
white tuna green is next.
White tuna green. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go clean this for the rice.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no
This
alimentations
looks
in here.
complicated. What are you making? Sushi?
Sushi.
Sushi. I gotta see. I've never really
Sushi.
done this task.
It's basically just follow the
I
recipe
have to
that's on the
stand guard.
table,
I have to
and
stand
then you
guard.
serve it to the table.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So you
Oh,
do
he's
black
good.
rice, salmon, and BO4.
What's the next one? White
Good night,
tuna.
Valkyrie.
White
Oh
rice
wait,
and
we're doing
brown
which
rice.
one? White rice, tuna,
Seaweed.
and
Oh, that's so
and green.
cool.
So I got the white rice going. We need green. Okay.
Yep.
Tuna next.
Disconnected.
So sus. What's up, Ice?
We need to do scanner too.
I don't want to be sus of Grammy, but I'm sus of Grammy.
I'm very sus of Grammy.
sus
but
of
the problem is-
Grammy.
Well, the problem is though, is we can be sus of him as long as we don't turn our back on him. He won't. Try to
Yeah,
attack
yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
He's too
Yeah, yeah.
nervous.
That's why I was standing here
He's too
the whole
wholesome.
time. I was
Yeah,
standing
he's
here
too
like
wholesome
this.
to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
tuna
the
fries?
green.
He's gonna, if he's the
Was it
killer, he's
tuna?
gonna
Yep.
apologize as he does it.
Yep, it's tuna.
You guys ever
Yeah.
seen
So
Forgetting
I
Sarah
don't
Marshall?
need
Yeah,
For the
we know he
raw.
can be okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
How
too
you guys doing?
sweet to do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi,
Howdy.
we're doing position.
It's I think just this and scanner left. So,
Okay. Yeah,
I'll
do scanner.
try
We're almost
scanner
done. We're
on
almost
my
done with
own.
this.
Okay. I was gonna say I can try scanner on my own.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah. And then we'll be over there. We have 3.5 minutes. We're all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I give a little apology beforehand.
What's the next rice?
Brown rice, shrimp, and yellow.
You got your toe sticker. Let's go. Hell yeah. All right, brown shrimp, yellow.
Yellow. Okay.
I can't, like, I don't want to leave them. That song's the other dissident. All right, I'm gonna check on them. All right. Why is there two
I
dead
see
people
why
here?
Scanner's, I see why scanner's done. I just walked in here.
Okay. Okay, go down. Down. Stop. Left. Who the fuck just snuck up on me?
Yeah, look
Yeah.
out.
The two of them are camping this Splash. It's a great strategy, but it's sus as fuck.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, you fell for it.
I did, because
Yeah.
I haven't seen Sin anywhere.
No,
Now,
same.
now,
Yeah.
don't, now I want
Oh, no,
to be
he's
very
in-
clear
in
that
this room.
Song came in here.
Yeah.
And he was super loud. He was all like, "Oh, hey, buddy!" And the guy was like, "Shut the fuck up, man. This is what we're doing." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So it's not a song error. It's not his brain.
Two.
Okay, I got 2.
Yeah, they got enough for the rest of us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that someone just has a target. If I'm a dissident, you better
Yeah.
believe you're gonna know I'm a dissident because they're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
blasted
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Green.
Or Moon.
Nope, they
Moon
they
Bunny's
can't
turn.
go. They have to go. If they go in together, they can see Sin over there.
Hello?
It's
It's them. Yeah. It absolutely
Yeah.
is.
I don't have anything to defend myself.
Sorry.
He shot Grem. The whole area's a death trap. Yeah.
Oh.
I knew it.
Honestly,
Killed poor little innocent Graham. How could you?
let's talk about this.
You're a genius.
Let's talk about this real quick.
Dirty.
Honestly,
That was
Sin,
dirty.
that was legit strats, my friend. Good job. Yeah.
It was legit stress, legit stress. What's that on your back? Is that a target? Oh, okay. Cool. Just checking.
I walked
down
through
there
the
and
like,
bullet
what? And then I jumped back out.
Graham seems so sus. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Graham seems sus at all
That's all
times.
you can do.
Because
That was
Graham
so
is
well
just
played.
hanging out,
Well played.
walking around, checking out the sights. I looked at
Me
him.
and Flash was trying to say that it was like the most wholesome person.
I
and
know.
It was actually the two
I
most
know.
diabolical.
Yeah. Well, because it's so hard with Graham because when he walked in, he's just like, hey, what y'all doing?
No.
Oh, okay.
When songs like, oh,
Yeah.
how you guys doing? Are you guys okay? You got this? You got this? And then poops.
I know someone else who's sus at all times as well. You better not say me.
Poop scoot from Epic, okay?
Poop scooting.
The old poop scoot.
I was like, why are you poop scooting?
All right.
If Graham is dissident, he's going to kill
It would
everybody.
have been a problem if Irish just didn't ditch me when I thought we were going to do scanner.
Wow.
If he's a dissident, he is going to take everybody out as easy as can be. Brody, hello, how are you?
All I did was
Meow, thank you,
I
friend.
the knife, and right as soon as you curved off again, I was like,
Sir, sir.
Hey, Tabby, I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What are the name of the roles? Employee and dissident.
Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah.
Play
about
games,
that.
Graham. Play
we
games.
always do that.
Employee and dissident. So normally there's two dissidents. It just depends. It just depends how many people you have in your game. Yeah, it's in the bio, Brody. Fuck. No weapons. Awesome. Look, you see how Sin's going in there looking for a weapon in the depths and the corners of nowhere? All right, that's useful. Nothing. Then sometimes there's one back here. All right. Well, people are already getting blasted. Oh, another one? Shit. Do we need these? Analysis. Yes, we do. I don't know what colors we need, though. We need red, green. I'm gonna go ahead and get both of those. It's the poop scoot, man. You gotta do it. Ariana, hello. It's so quiet. Armadillo man, hello. Am I about to die?
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Honestly, I should do it out of principle. I really should. I really should. So SongCloud, not SongCloud, Irish was 100% a killer. She's down.
Also, but
I was thinking that too because Song watched.
I'm gonna get white and red so I can do complete a double at the same time. Yeah. Gun. Oh, there's that. Oh, it might be empty. I wasn't even paying attention. Shit.
Office 5. 5.
Said white, yes. Marky Mark.
What do we have? What do we have for computer?
Shut up.
Restaurant?
See, he's the killer. He's the killer. He's the killer.
Telling me you're sus.
You are sus. Thank you, Flash.
You're very welcome.
Restaurant.
We got a goal. 20. 20. Oh shit, I didn't clean this one. What's the probability of both of them? They're traveling together. One has a gun. That's my guess. Won't let you follow? No worries. I have trust issues. I has trust issues. It could be Chinggis for all I know. Chinggis is always sus. Which member of MS would you never suspect? Grem? Computer. We just have computers.
You know, wait here. You do your side of your mind.
Hi. Shit.
Oh, sorry.
All right, which computer are you at?
Moon Bunny's going to do the other one.
What's the other one?
Middle one. She's at machine shop.
She's right here.
Yeah, it's done.
Awesome. I have no idea who the two were. I'm not sure. So sussy.
Why did I get blasted, Flash?
You were
too
running.
far
Wait.
out.
Here's the question. Was it? You were traveling with Song, right?
It was boundary
Yeah, I was with
value
Chinggis.
analysis.
No. Say, you, from my perspective, you were running down the hall with Song, and then all of a sudden, Song had a gun and was trying to kill Chinggis. So I downed
I
you
had
both.
no gun, thank you.
Yeah, no, I was with Chinggis trying to
Yeah.
cover Chinggis, and then all of a sudden I turned to the corner of the hallway. I'm trying to aim a shot at Song, and I get blasted.
I was so sus of both of you because you said you were trying to aim a shot, but you were like right here with him, and I was like, he's not moving. All right, I'm pulling.
I'm so mad at Song because he left me out to dry with you. He was the dissident with me, and he left me out to dry.
He 100%
I was
watched
so
me
sus.
murder his friend, and he was just like,
Look. Yeah, you sit there and
That
think about
was
what you
awful.
did.
definitely.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Bagel, how's it going,
Oh,
dude?
golf is still bad.
Just you wait.
How many dissidents are there? There's 2. When there's a full lobby, you can do less. You can have 1. You can do 1.
One more, I mean.
Hi,
I
Mail.
walked in just in time to see poor Reaper get murdered by Irish, and Song just standing there going, "Duh."
Fwank, go hot Fwank. Yeah, you can literally do 0 if you want to just everybody practice tasks.
Yeah, I did.
I gotta be.
Doing computer things. Let's go.
Like one, I don't know how to do the first.
To be fair,
No knife.
Knife.
No, that's a knife. No,
I see you play knife spoon and pole.
no, that's a knife. All right, Pazoosh. When you're dissident, do you know who the other one is? Yes. Yeah, there's a little, it says it on the top right next to their name, but there's also a little red dot above their head. So if like people are clumped together, it makes it a little bit easier to see who it is on your end. Get these in here. You always press the buttons. Do the tings. Fwank. What are you up to, Fwank? Yay. Found the other one. Oh. All right. I kind of want to empty this. You know what? No. You know what? You know what?
I would
Irish.
save it. I would
Irish.
save it. I would
Irish.
save it. What?
Listen.
What?
I trust you.
Don't.
I trust
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Don't kill me with my own gun I gave you. Okay?
You can have that then.
I don't want
So at
that.
least you
Hey,
have
do we have
something to
vents? Oh, we don't have vents. No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Is there a reason you're just standing there? Huh? Can we help you? Huh? 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 You need something? Huh? Somebody wearing your shirt?
Yeah,
That's right. Get out of here. That's right.
I'm just trying to do
Go to work.
We got this. This is our restaurant.
All right, I'm gonna go
Okay, so
find
the first one
containers
is-
so we can start doing things. We need containers.
Okay. But
Yeah.
that would probably be helpful.
Oh, nice. All right, here's one.
Okay. If you want to do the rights, I'll try
Yeah.
to find another one while you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We looked super sus. We looked really suspicious. They're probably going around right now being like, yeah, I don't trust those two. Oh my God. Oh, I appreciate you, Fwank. Right now I'm playing with in Irish's games. Irish invited some peeps for her birthday stream. For the birthday. I'm not sus. How dare you, Ms. V? Yeah. Get a big birthday stream. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, what do we need? Black rice. We need scramps. Need some scramps.
I need a container.
If you want, we need to clean this one.
I was only able to find another container,
Yeah.
and he's using it for analysis.
All right, I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna get that flour, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
on my travels look for more.
Okay. I'll watch your back. We'll do
Okay.
it that way.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hi.
Gotta watch each other's back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? All right. There might be some over there in that green area, so when we go to get green, we might find some. We'll try.
Okay. Yeah, I looked that way, and there was only the one that he was using for analysis, but we can try.
Okay. There's random spots. Oh, they probably hoarded them.
Yellow.
Probably hoarded them.
Yellow. Yellow to yellow. Yellow.
Oh, they only have one? Shit. All right. Oh, no. Irish. Looky. I found Hooky. Yes.
Ooh.
All right. I have no idea what we need, but
So
we
you
could
got-
use that for the next rice.
Yeah, we can. And then, so we can alternate, like, back and forth between the two.
Yes.
That
Good
worked
game
out
last night.
perfectly.
First gameplay I've watched. Love the vibes. Hey, I appreciate you, Track. Appreciate it, man. This game is so much fun with friends. So
Okay.
much fun. So
then we can do
aggravatingly
that,
fun.
And then, so the
All right.
next one we need.
What do we got?
Black. I'm gonna get the black rice.
Okay. I'm gonna put together this delicious looking meal.
Yeah, this is so good.
Ugh.
All right, while you do that, I'm gonna go
Shrimp
clean this
and
container,
peas.
and then you can grab the black rice.
Okay.
All right,
Ugh.
I'm gonna go clean this. And we'll be right back.
Brother, ugh. Uh-oh. Wait, which one? She's doing black rice? Black tuna blue? Black tuna blue?
That was a boom.
A Duke Kaboom? Wait. Oh, black. There it is. Nope. Go.
Didn't hear nothing.
It says you're a dissonant? No, I know how to read. Miss Pro, thank you. Go. Tuna? Was it tuna? Was it tuna? Yes, black tuna blue. Thank you. Thank you. I'll get a tuna.
Okay, so I just put a red in there because that's
Blue.
what Reaper dropped.
Black tuna blue. We need a blue. Right.
Yeah, because I just had to kill Graham.
Did you say you just killed Graham?
He tried to shotgun me. He was so sweet. He came up to me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." And as I turned, he tried to shotgun me.
Oh no. Oh no. All right. We need blue.
So then I unloaded my pistol. Blue? Okay, I'm gonna go get blue.
Okay. Aw.
No.
Aw. White salmon green. I need a clean container.
We don't need these anymore.
Oh, you were explaining it to someone else. Oh, I got you, Cody. Oh, I thought you were trying to pull one on me. I imagine someone must have said, "How do you know you're the blah blah blah?" All right, I have a containers.
Okay.
So we need
I'm a little sus of Sim, so be
Okay.
careful
Okay.
around him.
white, salmon, green.
He
White.
keeps walking around with the element things.
Ah.
Alright, so we need white rice, salmon, and green.
We need green.
Okay. Do we have a clean one? Or do you need me to go clean one?
We need a clean one. Yeah.
Okay,
You
I'll
have to
go.
go take that one.
Okay, I'll go
Thank
clean
you.
one.
Is it 2 jars or just 1?
We have
We have-
here.
we
This
have
one. This
two.
one's.
We're
This is
good?
for you.
Hey,
Go
thank you.
ahead, go ahead and clean that.
Yeah, we don't need that because we just need the green and then we're done.
If I'm dead, you know what happens.
No. I'm gonna follow you.
Right? Wait. This room.
Oh, okay. I don't need this then.
Yep.
The other
I got
one,
the bazoosh.
Remy tried to shotgun me. It was so sweet. I felt so bad.
No, that one is not in order yet.
I'm gonna get the green.
You're gonna get the green?
Yeah, I'll get
Okay.
it. I'll get it.
I'll watch over you.
Thank you.
Oh, here. Can I take that? I need bread.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Woo!
If it's Irish, she played me so good.
On the ground.
All right, here, Irish. That's for you. What do we need? What fish?
What fish is it?
Salmon. You guys remember way more than I do. I have so much going on. Why is analysis not done yet? Go ahead and press the
That's a good
buttons.
question. It's,
Yeah.
it's definitely not Moon Buddy, but
Okay.
I think it might be Sin.
I mean, Alvin.
And
I
she
mean,
was working on
yeah.
it.
Okay.
So she said she was going for red.
Yeah,
so
we'll
go
floor
check
it.
that
We'll
out in a
floor it
second.
through that, and then we'll get over there.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh wait, there it goes.
We're done.
Oh, we're done.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Was it a long game?
Eat a dick.
Died from stamina. Was he a killer or was he just killing?
Huh? Does that taste good? Huh? Does that taste
Irish
good?
because
Huh?
it's
You
Irish.
like that? Is that good? Is that good? You like that? Is that delicious? Huh? You like it? Forgot to mention, I'm opening a restaurant. No, you were in the way. I was chasing him down and you were running in front of me. That's why I sidestepped away from you. I'm sorry.
Everything just turned red. I was like, what
Did
is
the
going
dissonance know
on?
the task? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just walked up and smacked her as like a joke.
I know, we were-
You ended up killing her.
No, we were sussing you the whole time.
She died from stamina, actually. She ran and then died.
Oh man.
Who were the actual killers?
Oh, it was me and Grem.
Okay.
But I didn't care. I was out to just kill Song, Cloud, and Sin. And Song, I got Song, and then ran out of stamina.
Set the
and
tone.
It was,
Yeah.
Set the tone.
And then I got too sad
Set the
and I just
tone.
walked
I'm
away.
putting batteries in the
that's
No. Hear me out.
I don't know what that means, Brody.
Grem found the shotgun and went all Rambo on a whole group of people. He walked in onto a little room and started blasting them,
Not
man.
you.
So I started blasting.
I'm so proud of you, Graham.
Thank you. I feel the blood on my hands. It's wonderful.
Yeah. I
I felt so bad.
Alyssa,
I felt
thank
so
you.
bad when you came in to kill me. And I was just like, oh no, Grimmy.
Graham just ran around. Sunshine day.
I've got to call it a night. I've got to work super early in the morning. I'm so sorry. So.
I had to leave. too.
What's your
I-
name over there, Brody?
Yeah.
High
High
five,
five.
high five.
Happy birthday,
Maybe
friend.
that might be
Thank
the
you.
High
wrap-up
five.
point.
High five.
Chinggis, I will get you next
Mr.
time.
Flash, thank you so much.
Mr. Chinggis, thank you, friends.
Bye, friends. Bye.
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 We'll miss you. Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm still good to go. I still
Okay.
have 2 hours left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Gucci.
y'all are welcome to stay as long as you want. I'm here for 2 hours.
I'm good.
Okay.
I can do it one more round. I go a little bit longer, but then I also have to.
More
Maybe like another round
murder.
or two.
Yeah,
Murder
same
bunny.
for me.
Do
Should we
you?
drop down the tasks for like the?
Well, I was gonna say, do you or do you have anybody else you wanna invite in? Anybody?
Mr.
anybody?
Sarash, did you still want to join? Oh, I think I have somebody.
If it's a Chiba, I'm
Brain.
scared.
No, it's not a Cheeps. Not yet.
But you
Okay,
should still
okay.
be scared.
Okay. Oh, that
Oh,
definitely
wow.
scared me.
Wow. Wow.
That terrifies me. I'm actually really scared.
Whenever you're
They're
ready.
Like, it's not Chiba, but you should
I think
be
we have more.
scared.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we have room for 2. So do we have space for 2?
Yes, I think.
Yes, yes.
What are you doing? Jingling a thing of change over there?
Because I thought
No, eating
Chiba was
some
around
lemonade.
for a little bit, but I didn't know like what was going on, and I didn't want to just start inviting anybody without.
Epic and
asking
Phoenix?
to, well, 'cause y'all are both.
Sarash, are you okay with chilling, making food at the moment? Okay. All right. Game is open. Phoenix. All right, I have 2. They're coming.
Oh,
By the
God.
way, they say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm
Graham,
really scared.
Graham, get over here.
I'm really scared.
Get over here.
Oh my God.
Get over. Okay, now sing it. Now sing
Wonderful
it.
day.
There you go.
Oh my God.
It's really helping the song.
I am very scared.
I was like, hey, Graham, sing the song. Never mind. You know what, Graham? We'll try later.
Happy birthday.
I told you to be scared. It's epic murder pants.
Oh my God.
You gotta stop giving me reasons, homie.
Give me
You gotta stop giving me reasons.
Yeah, stop breathing and then maybe it won't happen, eh?
Yeah,
Stop
listen,
breathing.
son, all I gotta say to you is,
How dare you?
Wow.
wow.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Breather over here.
Wait, what did happen?
It's such chaos. It's such chaos. Oh yeah, it's gonna get wild. So, Phoenix is another one that is just such a nice person. Is such a nice person that when she is the dissident, it's another one that you're just caught so off guard. You're caught so off guard.
Sounded like when you sang in a band.
I'm sus of Mel at all times.
Three-sided triangle? Three-sided triangle? Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know what
I hit the
happened
button.
today. That was
Oh,
bullshit, is what
Yeah.
that was.
We'll see how it goes.
It was
Hold
very
on.
stressful.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Always? Yeah, always.
New pain.
And elementation. Anything there? Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. Here. Wow, there's jack shit. I guess we're sabotaging, huh? A vent I could hide if I could find a screwdriver. Did I actually suss you again? Dude, if I... We'll see. Container. You have to find the weapons? Yes. Yeah, you have to find them. We'll try that. Won't let you use what, Brody? There's jack shit. I just hear.
give myself theme music.
little pep song going.
Yeah, little, get me all gassed up, you know.
All right, I'm on the search for alimentations. I ain't found squat. Hello. What up, Blaze? Hello. Yeah. Nothing. Well, Brody, either way, you're not making things any better by just continually bringing it up nonstop. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. There's no screwdrivers. There's no nothing. Dude, I don't have jack shit.
Looking like they were working on it.
All right, fuck it. I'll do it. I haven't found anything, so F it.
Song is suck.
All right, I'm gonna do this then because I have nothing else going on because I can't find the other shit. So,
Sure.
thank you.
Oh, never mind. Why am I sus?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
We're missing one.
Missing one. I think there might be still one in there.
Okay.
Here, it's ready to go if you want to start it.
Well, I want to get the other one in here first before it gets thieved. Okay. The red dot above her head means, yeah, it's pressure. You're fine. Sorry. Everybody's here. I need them to fuck off.
All right, ready to go.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Move out the way.
Sorry. Yep. Was that a single or a double?
That was a single.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 2.
Yeah. Wait. Did you put? You said you. Hold on. Wait. You said you pressed it once and then it popped.
Yeah.
And then it would be a 3. It needs to go up by 2. Yeah.
My bad.
You're fine.
Yeah.
That's why I was double checking. You're fine. There's like 4 fucking people here. Listen,
wait a
do you hear
minute,
that?
This one wasn't 1 and it popped the first time
Oh.
too, so then that would be a 3.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. You're fine.
And then over here is the only safe place to sit, right?
Yeah. Flat.
Yeah. What's up? All right.
So.
Yeah. So you do the
Which one
3
do you-
here. Someone just fucking stalking.
3 on this
Do you hear
one?
someone in the hallway?
Wait.
I hear them. There's
3
someone
goes
out there. No, so that one pops, so that's a 3. That is a guaranteed 3. So then when we,
okay.
so yeah, watch. When I press this twice, so come over here. Get behind me. Get behind me. Press that again. Okay. So that popped on the second, so that means it's a double.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Why isn't Songcloud talking anymore?
Because he's fucking dead. Because he got killed by this shit.
By the pressure stuff.
So.
Okay, so that
Yes.
he was too close to the pressure and went boom.
So we
He's
go.
trying to show me how to do this.
So now that's a 2, that's a 3, so that's good. So these 2 1s go over here. We gotta kill Mel. We've got to kill Mel.
Okay, so if that goes there, then this goes here, and then we would do
All right.
this.
Irish is gonna do
I
that.
heard
I'm gonna
this
move
man
on.
before.
We have one more alimentation to do, and I don't know where it is.
I do.
Where?
Oh.
Where?
I'm working on
Where?
It's in the
It's
back
the one
plant area.
in medical, right? Right outside of scanner.
Do we need battery for it?
We need a battery, and
Okay.
I have
We need
a
solid
yellow,
yellow. I put a
red.
battery.
All right, I have solid blue. That's not helpful.
Okay, I have yellow to red.
I have a
and
battery.
Need a red to yellow.
I have
or
a battery.
I got it. I got it.
Did you say medical?
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, we have a fucking full battery here.
Stop.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
never
that's
mind.
what Epic said.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. We all got
You're
it.
fine. Well, they're doing scanner, then pressure's the only thing left, so I might as well go back. I have to go cause chaos.
Is it like process of elimination, I guess?
Well, as you put these things, it makes the color
Which
so
things?
I'm imagining it's process
The
of
pressure?
elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Force
So
flash.
when
Yeah.
I
I
put
thought
this,
you were doing pressure.
She was
He
doing
was trying
pressure.
to
I
show
left
me how
her
to
so
do
she
it.
could finish it so I could
I
go
don't
do
even think
something
that's
else.
pressure even a task?
It
Oh,
is.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
because I was doing
explaining
nothing.
to me how to do it because I don't know how to do this.
She didn't understand
He
the
was
single and the
explaining
she
me-
didn't understand the single and the double pop. That's what I was trying to tell her was when you put
So
one
he left
in.
me with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he left me
You
with this.
gotta stand over here.
Yeah, I know. This is the only safe spot.
Need her to
Okay, push the button.
The up button. I can't see through your head.
I'm sorry.
I can't see through your head. Okay.
Irish and I were too close. Oh, you little butthole.
My thing is,
Wait, did I push the wrong button?
Flash knows how to do this. This should have been done.
Unless he's teaching.
Wait. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, if Epic was the killer, we probably already did.
What? I don't know what I'm doing. What do I do? What do I do?
Why is there a dead body?
Get out of here!
Oh, I threw my item dead.
Okay.
All right, you guys clear out?
No, you're okay.
No,
We had nothing, dude. There was nothing we could do.
Yep, get all the yellows.
I know.
Get
I
all
was
the yellows.
watching. Why does Flash keep trying to get behind me? Why does he keep trying to get behind me?
I have no idea. I don't know if we actually sabotaged it or not, Irish.
I totally sabotaged it.
Let's go.
Okay, that's blue. That's blue.
That's a blue.
I'm gonna take the red off. Put yellow on.
Yeah. Pop the yellow on there.
Sarash.
I didn't know what to do. 'cause all I had
Enjoy
was
the
a-
gifted from Tika. Tika, thank you, friend.
You can still make.
All right.
Okay, that's also
the
gonna
blue.
be a blue.
There you go.
I need them to.
Ready?
I need them to screw this up. The countdown. They have a minute.
So she's there.
Yeah, but if it pops again,
Nope, nope.
No.
it puts a kink in their plans because that's a
Alright, this
double.
is gonna
So
be
now they
red.
move to the
Okay.
other side.
Clear.
Okay, we've got
Put it-
50 seconds left. I'm pushing both.
Okay,
They don't need to push that. They're wasting time. They're wasting time. They're wasting time.
Good thing.
Oh.
Try.
That side was fine. It was perfectly fine. They didn't even need to do that. They might be okay.
Put the yellow over here. Put the yellow over
I
here.
think if they screw up, I think if this pops twice, they lose. I think if it pops twice, they lose. But if they might get it right here.
Map it.
They have it right.
No, get it wrong. Why'd they put the one at the end? Why'd they put the one at the end? Who did that?
18 seconds.
Just pull one. Just pull one. You got 15
I'm
seconds.
trying. It won't let me. It's so complicated.
This might be right. I mean, we'll find out in a second. Come on, be wrong. Be wrong. Yes! Yes! Let's go! High orb! High orb! Yes! Let's go! It worked! Yeah, boy! Yeah! Yeah! No weapons! Let's go! Woo!
Well played. Well
No, I know
played.
how to do that.
What?
You know I know how to do
Yeah,
pressure.
but he was teaching.
I was
teaching-
showing, I was legitimately.
On a
Yeah, that's
legitimate
why I
level,
literally,
I
after
do not
you
know
said
how to
that
do
song
pressure.
blew himself up, I went over to other people and I was like, Flash just said song blew himself
By
up.
the
but
way-
he knows how to do pressure.
Yeah, it's also I also use my ear holes. I heard you in the hallway walking around, and I was like, I know she's standing out there, so I'm just gonna keep going with it.
I legitimately don't know how
I
to do
legit looked at
pressure,
Irish and I was
so-
I told you guys, I was like, I hear her. I know that there's somebody there.
I'm like, Flash knows how to do pressure. This didn't happen a long time ago.
As far in the corner
Maybe
as
he's
possible.
Which I was, though. Yes, I was with you and the other time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my.
Woo! Man, listen, it's tough when you don't have weapons, man.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It is. This is really rough.
It's so hard when you can't just obliterate everybody, because that's what's gonna happen to us. We're gonna get taken out. One of the dissidents is gonna find a shotgun, and it's gonna be game over. Oh, you know what? Just because I know that these are gonna be few and far between, There's a C4 over there on the shelf. Watch out. It's over here. All right, bunch of batteries. We do have alimentations. Haven't seen a detonator in a while. Yeah, it's like a 30% chance or something.
Pretend to do pressure again?
No, I'm gonna actually do pressure. Thank you. How dare you? How dare you? There is a I'm gonna throw the screwdriver in there because I did see a vent.
There's a vent in.
Oh, never mind. There's a whole shit ton of screw here. I'm gonna throw this over there. All right. Yeah, I knew I saw it.
No. There's one right behind you.
Oh, there's an alimentator in here too.
Alimentator in here?
Yeah, there's an alimentator.
Which one?
Over there. Over there. Okay. Is that it?
Did it go through?
Is that everything, Moon?
I'm gonna leave that to you. I'll pick it up.
Yes. We have this one over here. Alright, pressure. Watch out. Pressure.
Some sneaky fuck.
Okay, so those are gonna be 2.
By the way, Moon, I don't know who was over here with you, but some sneaky shit stuck a C4 in the corner over here.
Excuse me, don't press, bringing vent, must bring vent, must, do vent,
must bring
running
vent.
away.
Pressure.
You're good. I'm chilling. I have a glass container on me.
Hey, that's so deadly.
I got this. I know. Okay.
Alright, so that's gonna be a 2.
All right.
Okay.
Moving.
So everything else is good to go.
Yeah, I'm moving him. I'm moving him over.
Quack.
Damn it.
I know. Well, this will be easy.
Yeah.
The
All
first
right.
one.
Let's go, dude. The sooner we get this done, though, the better.
Okay, now it's gonna be which one do we think is the one?
I guess we'll see. 25% chance for it to spawn. Knife with a 90 and guns. Oh, see, I need to look up the percentages. Oh, it's that one. It was that one.
Wow, imagine.
Wow, dude. Here, while you do that, I do this. Can the pressure be undone once done? No. Nice. Alimentation. Wait, do we have anything that needs a container? No, we're playing with friends, Steven.
Shit, we have no weapons.
No, I have two of these.
I have a freaking battery.
Should I give him the old blue yellow or the old
Ooh, blue yellow.
Give him the blue yellow?
Yeah, do the blue yellow.
All right.
Unless it was someone that was trying to kill Song. I heard Song go, oh no, motherfucker.
All right. We need computers. We need vents. We need alimentations. French fries, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Oh, excuse me.
All rise.
Song knew about this. Why is this not done?
Well, to be fair, it wasn't a full battery.
Okay.
So that's probably what it was.
Yeah, but he would have known that, wouldn't he?
I don't know. I'm a little stuffy looking now.
Ed.
There was a lot of gunshots, and like Flash and I were really worried.
What are you whispering about?
No, I was saying because I was like, we were really worried about all the gunshots we heard.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That was Bren tried to kill us.
Oh, that's not very nice, Bren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Flash and I are running in there. We heard the gunshots. We're just like,
Yeah.
In the afterlife.
All right.
You have made
poor Granny Ben.
Let's go find stuff and things. What do we need left?
Things and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we have another
Alimentations, 2 computers, and a vent.
Can you grab storage?
What were you doing?
That one plus. I was doing the one for Botanic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
That's
storage
coming
is
back to
done.
prove it. I'll get storage. Oh, storage is done? Perfect.
Oh, wait, Botanic is this way. Ooh, I lagged.
Okay. So the computers are done? No, we have one more. Wait. I thought you said storage was done. I'm confused. Waiting for office. There we go. Success. Nice. Alimentation. Nice. I have no idea who the killers were. We never ran into them, or we did, and they just didn't have a chance to do anything because they didn't have a weapon.
Oh, Phoenix, thank you.
So yeah.
What the hell happened? Who was it?
Who was the other one?
Well, I'm very suspicious
You
of
put
this
the
one right here.
least lethal combo together, and we don't do so good.
Oh, was it you and Graham?
Oh, was it you and
Yeah.
Graham?
I still like you, Grammy.
The Cuddle Squad.
Well,
I started blasting.
Phoenix, and I said, "Where's my screwdriver?"
It was
And I
Graham
had
and
it,
Phoenix,
'cause I'm
two of the
doing
nicest
event.
people
But then she
I
went
honestly
to the
forgot it
vent.
was in my pocket.
Oh
I took
no.
behind her.
Oh, no.
She put the vent in, but I never heard the vent completed. She came around the corner, and I was like, "Phoenix,
I was watching that and I'm like,
where's
oh,
your
she's
screwdriver?"
on to
And then
her.
she pulled it out of her pocket,
Uh,
and I'm like, "What
Phoenix,
telling me?"
how
And then
could
she
you?
completed it.
Oh.
And then
Do pass because Epic was watching me the whole time.
Killing with kindness. That's right.
Song was like, as soon
Listen,
as you left,
listen.
Phoenix,
If they walked over to me and they were like, "Listen, we're the dissidents, and I have a
I'm like,
knife.
Is she gonna hide it? 'Cause I can't
Would you
find
mind
the
if I'd be like, you know
anywhere.
what?
No.
Go
I
ahead.
love how Graham.
You know what?
I love how Graham just
Please,
came down the
please,
hallway
please.
all Leroy Jenkins on
oh, yeah.
They would have cuddled everyone to death
Oh,
if
yeah,
given the
you
chance.
got
I
me.
think so.
I was the only one you got.
Well, I hit 2 people with 1 bullet. I felt pretty proud of that. But
I beat you with fuse. I just want you to know that.
Yeah. And then I finished you off with a
I'm really
gunshot.
proud of you,
I was prepared to give someone the old blue yellow. I was just waiting for my
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
I
What?
was a little suspect of you at first, too.
Everybody's pointing, so I just wanted to point
I
out.
was a little sus of you at first, too, because I was like, oh, yeah, there's
Oh,
still
wait.
one for storage. And you were like, oh, no,
thought
storage
we
is
already did
done.
that one.
And I was like,
Yeah.
no, it's not. I literally looked at the screen. So I went over there and hit the yes. I hit yes, and I was like,
computers.
uh-oh.
I thought you were talking about allocations because you didn't finish the one
like
with
Graham
storage.
died, and I was like, oh,
No, for computers.
No, we were talking about
the
you
way
did
I
allocation. I'll
accidentally
talk
took you
about.
out, and that would have been even worse.
That's why I was like, uh-oh.
Damn it. I haven't been able to be dissident today without having any weapon. Like, it makes me sad. It makes my heart sad. I'm gonna go this way. Fuck it. Maybe I'll get lucky. All right. Of course, I find something not as a dissident. Of course. Oh, there's a container. Oh, look, another container. Here, I'll just... Pazushi, scanner, computer delivery. Okay. Pazoosh. Pazoosh. I found something for Pazoosh.
Yeah,
the other
that's
one.
what I'm thinking.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Today I'll
No.
throw FlashForce.
Don't
Here,
do
here,
it.
here, here.
No. Oh, wait.
No, I'm
Oh.
giving you this gun.
Oh,
It
don't do
only
it for...
has 1 bullet, and I suck at shooting, and I'm trusting you.
Oh.
Just if you're the killer,
Oh, but I
don't
can't...
kill me
But
with
listen,
it, okay?
this isn't good. Look. Oh, man. Oh, man.
well then,
Here, you can
I
have
mean,
it. Here, want me to pass it on? Like, can I double it and give it to the next person?
Yeah, pay it forward. Pay
Okay.
it forward.
There you go.
But if you're the killer, you can't kill us with that
Yeah.
gun because I gave it to him and he
Yeah,
gave
right.
it to you. We're being good
Yeah.
people.
We're good. We're
Can't-
good.
you
can
can't
ask him.
kill the
You can
givers.
ask him the last time he gave me
Can't
a
kill the
weapon, what
givers.
happened?
Okay.
Last time
Okay.
he gave me a weapon,
That's
I
true.
protected him the whole game.
That's true. She did. This is
okay.
true.
I have a knife.
I have a screwdriver. in it.
I got this.
I trust my knife.
This is the
We-
most
we still
sus-looking
need-
meeting ever.
We still need white and black rice.
Okay.
White and black rice.
All right. I saw some over here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, there's both of them. All right.
Awesome. Okay.
That's a
And then I
knife.
have 2 containers in here.
Do you know
already,
it
too.
took
Yeah,
me
there's a
really
third. I'll go get it.
embarrassingly long time to realize this was a window and I could throw shit
Yeah,
through
you know
it.
what? I didn't know that either until I saw it happen. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Same thing. I had no idea that you could chuck shit through that window. I did see it. You sneaky bitch. Who did it? Who's been over here? Who's been over here? I think it's Reaper. You think it's Reaper? You think it's Reaper? Is there one in here? Am I missing something here?
Which package?
Oh, it might be in here. It might be in here. It might be in here. Never mind.
Oh, we got a hider. We have
Yeah.
a hider on our hands.
Uh-huh. Someone hid one there. Graham, if you kill me.
And then I'll start the next one.
All right, I got another one.
Wait, what'd you
Okay,
get?
we need.
No,
we
nothing.
need,
I just have another container. I can go get something though.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to go get me a yellow? Can you go get me
I
a yellow?
certainly.
Can I have? Yeah, I was like, can I have?
Can you?
And I'll go get them at the same time.
Sure.
Okay, you getting a white and a yellow?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a white and a yellow. I will hopefully not.
If Graham
die.
kills you, I'll laugh. That's not very nice. All right. I could either. I kind of want. Like, I think I might go work on computers.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me peek out here real
if
quick.
I die, if you die, you
Yeah.
know that it's Phoenix.
I found. Okay, so I found a hidden
What
box.
just happened there?
Was there something happening?
I thought I saw two people, like someone running after somebody. It was just like a blur, but I think it was just Epic running in there.
Oh, okay.
There's white.
Oh, hey.
There's yellow.
I think someone's doing
Thank
computer.
you.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll verify this with them if they keep doing it.
Did not die.
Yay. I'm a little sus of Reaper, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a little sense of Grammy, but I think he's just looking.
You wanna go clean that one?
Yeah.
All right. I might go
And
work
then
on
hold on,
computers and then hopefully
I need
live.
to clean that one too.
Money on Moon.
Okay,
I don't
and then I'll
know.
get you a red.
All right, that computer's done. Pazushi and Scanner are all that's left. Honestly. All right. Do we have more containers that we need cleaned or anything?
She's going to clean the two, and this is the next color.
You
I
need
think,
COD,
so
yes?
I think we're good. Yes, COD.
On it. Was standing outside that room while y'all were having the gun talk.
Teamwork.
Might be
Teamwork
sus.
over here with the pizza.
Teamwork. Might just be sus of us because we're all sitting in there with weapons, just having a meeting. So I mean, to be fair to Moon, it might not be that
really
we
bad
look like the
suspicion that
sus
they're
ones.
just waiting for us in Scanner like they did last time.
I know. If that's the case, we just need to we just have to watch your corners. You just got to watch your corners.
Yep.
Red,
100%.
and then. clean
We will
the-
literally SWAT team that shit and we will clear the rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hi Peter. Hey, how are you? Hey,
Hi.
All right, last
All right,
one.
so-
Brown cod red.
So you said brown.
Brown cod
Mm-hmm.
red. All right, so we need
So
red.
either Song is the killer or he killed the killers. One of those
Nope,
two things has happened.
Here. I have nothing. I will stand here.
Hey, Ransom, how are you? Welcome in. Brown cod red. Brown cod red. I just need to worry about red right now, though. Brown cod red. And luckily, it's right here. Brown cod red. Make sure I don't get popped in the hallway. Red.
Oh, I already got it.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, we have a backup red.
We have backup red, yep.
Yep, I'm bringing it with me. Pretty flower. Ransom, thank you for the tier 1.
That's the only other thing.
Appreciate you.
That's what we sent them for.
All right.
Okay.
So,
So,
scanner. To scanner.
yep, let's do this.
I'm coming with you.
All right.
My hand is full.
Roger that. Left clear. Clear. I'm clearing rooms, you sons of bitches.
Clear.
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 Don't
All
aim
right.
a gun at me.
I have a flower.
Okay, cool.
I have a flower. It's pretty.
Sorry to yell at you, Phoenix, all right?
Yo, we're sweeping rooms now.
That's an aggressive command.
Down.
Go up! Hi, Prima. How are you? Man, it's so nerve-wracking when everybody's already dead and you don't know who the actual killers are. Been watching the. Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Holy crap! There were no weapons.
You tried?
Oh, I
Well, there
failed.
were weapons.
Oh,
We had a gathering.
you
We
got
had
so
a Zeus.
Was I right to be
Everybody
sus?
Weapons and shared stories.
Reaper?
I saw it fail like you were talking about,
Yeah,
and I was
so I had a
totally
weapon.
pinned it on you entirely. I saw it failing the
Flash
computer
had a
intentionally,
I had a
so
weapon.
it failed
Three of
then.
us. Three of us had weapons.
Reaper?
And Tom had one.
Reaper, did you hide a package?
That time.
I did.
I knew it. I was like, I'm sus of you. I knew it. Oh, man. I don't know why. I was just so
Try
sus.
to kill someone at that point.
But nothing was happening, so I was like, I'll just keep doing Bazoosh.
And I was like, these screwdrivers.
Yeah.
I had that.
Well, I was playing, so if you look in the top right above me, you can see everybody that's playing. Yeah, you can see all the names.
They really
Make
should.
sense.
So
You would think with
this
enough power,
this
you can go right
this
to that
youngin,
Yeah, exactly.
it's her birthday.
Irish, I've had an absolute blast. I just want to let you know, thank you so much. This is going to be
Thank
my
you for
last
being
one,
here.
though. No,
Okay,
no.
thank you so
I'm gonna
much.
do one more. Yeah.
It's her birthday, and she had arranged to have a day full of games.
Sorry.
And she had asked me a while ago. I had it on my calendar for a while, so there was no way I was gonna miss it. Yeah. Run in.
I gotta beat Flash.
Why? Beat Flash to what? To the screwdriver? Actually, ooh, careful, SpongeBob. Someone's gonna find the trigger and they're gonna fucking pull it. Where was that screwdriver I saw? There it is.
There's one right here on the end.
Oh, well, son of a bitch. All right. Careful, SpongeBob, Phoenix. Careful, SpongeBob. There is a thing over there.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a thing on the shelf over there. Be careful.
Camera.
Be careful.
I found one.
Warlock! Warlock, thank you for becoming a member, friendo. Oh, God. Hey, how are you?
You're an amputator.
This is like water cooler talk.
Only sometimes.
So, did you hear about Tina over in accounting?
Oh, no. What happened?
That stupid tried to come at me. I wasn't having it.
Well, stop eating his
Damn right I did.
sandwiches.
That was
He's not looking.
Was that the C4?
I don't know.
Hold on. Is it still on the
No,
shelf?
The C4 is still here.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
then
taking
someone
this
popped
to
a shot.
Botany, so everybody knows I'm not hiding the box. This is Botany box.
Okay.
But
Oh, what in the hell happened
that's
here?
Moon Bunny mowing down Mel.
that is
I think we chase her
still
down.
Moon Bunny.
I think we
Nope,
get
okay.
weapons and chase her down. I think we stand our ground. I think we fight. What are you gonna do, nerd?
What are you doing?
I got a screwdriver. What
All
do
right,
you got?
all
What
right.
do you got?
I got a blue. You want a blue? Huh? You want to get blued on? Huh? You want to get blued on? You want to get blued on?
I don't think HR is gonna help us
I might
here.
take one for the team. I might take one for the team. Huh? Want to get blued on? Huh? You want to get blued on? I'm like one of those duck games. Coming at you.
I don't want to use it on you. I don't want to use it.
You better back up.
Yeah. Listen.
You wouldn't shoot Graham, would you? You wouldn't shoot innocent Graham, would you? You wouldn't shoot Graham, would you? You wouldn't shoot Graham, would you?
We were hired by the state to
Listen,
come here and
listen.
negotiate.
I need you to drop your
terms.
weapon. Oh shit! No! Damn it! They ruined the fun. Oh man, they ruined the fun. I was using Graham as the hostage.
Man. Oh my
Damn it!
Listen.
Well.
He wasn't a meat shield. He was my hostage.
Well.
God damn it!
Oh,
We got this.
oh my goodness.
No, he wasn't a meat
Can you do
shield.
the same
They would
thing
never
here,
shoot
Mom?
Graham.
I get the tears out of
Oh man. Oh my God, Warlock, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
And the laughter, I'm done.
Oh, that was funny. That was good. That was good stuff. I was, I mean, you should have seen my angle, Grem, from behind you, just ducking back and forth, like, oh. That was so funny. Oh man.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Look at them chasing her down.
I didn't want to do it.
Listen, sometimes you find a weapon, sometimes, you know.
I rounded the corner and you just pop.
Yeah, that was fast. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Oh my God.
Unfortunately for you, the joke's on you. I am HR.
God damn it. Yeah. We just had that wonderful talk at the water cooler.
It wasn't very long. It was.
I told you all about that, Tina. How could you?
Knife flies out of my hands. I was like, no, just one more time.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I got down.
Good night, Juju.
Rem walking up
and I
like,
couldn't pull it out in time to start it.
Is that Papa? Oh, hi, Papa.
Behind, I was like, sorry.
Oh, it cut off.
I'm sorry.
That was funny.
I was trying to
I come around the corner. I go, what happened here? And I see Reaper and Moon just standing there, coming down the hallway.
Hey, Dominator, how are you?
Oh, okay, cool. I guess I'll just go die now. I pulled out my knife. I got one stab in it. It was
You know what? I don't
Buddy
feel
and I
the
are-
least bit bad.
Oh,
when you be the captain
Papa,
earlier.
there's been many much diabolicalness happening, and it's not been from me. It's not been from me. There was only like one game, I think, where I could say that I was somewhat diabolical.
Oh, I appreciate
You have a
you.
great rest of your birthday. It's
Oh,
great. I'll
man.
figure out
Thank
for sure.
That was fun.
I died. And I was like,
Bye. Have a good one. Bye.
See you guys next time. Bye. Sorry for killing you again.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Oh my goodness. I'm
that was
still
hilarious.
tearing up from that. I was laughing so hard, talking so much. I'm still tearing up. Between
How are you,
Greg
Papa?
with the hostage negotiation and my pneumonia, I was dying.
Papa, I used Gremlin as a hostage. As a hostage to try and get Moon to drop the weapon. She dropped the weapon, but the other killer was behind me. Oh, you're not gonna hit me. Listen, I was ready for us just to go down, with a fight and just take her out. I wasn't expecting one of the other ones to be with us in that fight.
Behind Greg the whole time.
I'm just seeing Reaper right behind you, and I was like,
I bet you felt real safe then, didn't you?
I know. You
Surprise!
I felt safe no
How
matter
dare
what.
you.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I still can't believe you murdered Bunny.
I mean,
I believe
It was funny though. That was damn funny. I'll give her that.
I was like, I found 2 guns, and I was like, look, I'm
Are you
going
new to games with Moon Bunny?
That's what I'm
She's
saying,
a
man.
hoe.
Sometimes you're a
She's a
dissident and you
fucking
find
hoe.
weapons. What are you gonna do? You're gonna use them.
Yeah, exactly. If I find it, I got
What do you expect her to
You have
do? Like
anybody?
not?
What are you gonna do? Not shoot him? If I'm the dissident and Graham is not a dissident, I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna ask permission. Would you mind if I killed you?
If nobody has anybody else, I wonder if
Sammy would be
Murder
like,
Smurf
oh
would
yeah,
come in.
know what? Go right
He'd be
ahead.
like, oh, okay, go ahead.
That'd be fine.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I don't want to look though. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch.
Me in the back of the
I
head a
don't-
couple times.
Actually, do you have a yellow blue? I prefer if you don't
Yellow blue.
mind.
Actually, you know what? A double yellow, please.
Oh, that's what I can do. I can start sending people on quests.
Oh, that is diabolical.
The one
Like,
with the
if you
yellow
have
blue
to- oh,
shall ring true.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We're gonna start sending on people on side quests. This is gonna be great.
I wish I could ooh-woo hand.
You can do it.
What's up?
Go ahead.
I wish I could ooh-woo hand so I could just be like in front of you.
Yeah, look, these are
This is
these are
not
ooh woo
ooh-woo
hands.
hands.
These are
I
ooh
still don't
ooh
know how
ooh.
you do this.
Oh, but no, those are woo-hoo hands.
Oh my
Woo-hoo
Oh,
hands.
woohoo!
Woo-hoo. It's woo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
Wait, ooh-woo?
Woohoo!
Ooh-woo, is that what I heard?
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh Jesus
my God.
Christ!
Jesus.
Is that a cat vomiting?
Coke on something? No.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I think Epic is vomiting.
Oh my god.
Get that checked out.
It's going downhill so fast.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
That was a hangover. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh no. I need a moment.
Cody, thank you for the lurk, dude. Oh my god. I hate it here.
Looks interesting.
Okay, I
Thought that was Doc. Oh no.
What?
That looks interesting. Huh.
The one that I was asking is not doing that anymore, so I don't have a.
Would you like?
And I don't know, Graham. Do you have anybody? Or are we just
Otherwise, we might have to be flashback. He needs another person.
Oh, another one? I mean, I see somebody. I don't know if they're
I asked, but they're not. I think they FK'd, so
okay.
that's why I was giving
I
like
was
you
gonna
and
say
Graham an
murder.
option as well.
Okay.
I saw
Yeah.
Murder Smurf
I don't
around.
have
There
any
is.
takers.
He's playing
You have
DVD right
Papa
now.
Smurf in chat, but I think
He's
Do
playing
you want me to
DVD.
Yeah.
play? I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe, yeah. See if Sir Glacius was to play. If Papa's doing DVD.
Yeah, Papa's
Okay.
doing DVDs.
Wow.
Because I looked, I was like,
we've
oh,
lost him to the fog.
He's there. Look up in the fog.
He's gone to the dark side.
The fog. The fog.
Oh my god.
What
What the hell? Dance
I
off?
can play DVD
Dance
too.
off?
Let me see.
What did you say?
I did
Making?
play DVD last
the
round.
hell?
I was the killer.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, Tired. How are you? Welcome in.
Did a great job
Playfans,
at
get ready
tunneling
to
and
set the
camping.
tone.
Yeah, tones are gonna be set. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sir Glacius is coming.
Tone.
Let's go. Let's go. Poop scoot to victory.
All right. I say this round we all do the epic poop scoop.
Let's go.
What's the goop scoop?
The poop scoop. This is the poop scoop. Graham, hit C.
It looks like you have
If you hit C one time,
But
one time,
song doesn't like it when I do that. It thinks
And then
that
you
I'm
walk.
lazy,
Poop
but I
scoot.
do this all the time.
poop scoop.
I was told I should be
Poop scoop.
scared.
So the Graham, that's
Blaze
actually
is
it's
coming right now.
useful because if I'm running around like this,
So,
Graham,
yes, fear.
if
Got
I'm
it.
running around like
Got it.
this, you hear the footsteps. But if I hit C and walk,
You'll die, but you'll laugh.
silent.
Yeah,
Several
Yes.
times I have found out who the killers were
From all
simply
y'all
because
with
I
it.
heard them
doesn't
talking
waste
to
your
each other
stamina.
and they
He
didn't
went
know I
from
was
3 to
coming.
right
Yeah,
at me,
Mel
and
poop
then
scoots
I
everywhere,
wanted
so
to
she
be
does it as a
I-
employee
Oh,
and as a
no.
dissident, so you can't use it as like a
Oh
sign.
no.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a poop scooter.
She's
all
a
the
poop
time.
scooter. It,
Yeah,
it gets the job done.
Scoot and boogie.
And we're
baby.
at the poop scoot
If
boogie.
I hear shots go off, I'm like,
You hear a shot. Hey, Siraj.
please don't shoot me.
Come on, let's hurry up.
Here, we'll have this going while we're waiting.
Get my eval.
It's on.
Any Faz tonight? Probably not. No. I'll do Faz on Wednesday. Tonight I wanted to be available to play games with the friendo who has a birthday. So I knew today was not going to be a Faz day. Not to mention I did Lord knows how many hours of it on Saturday and Sunday.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Oh, there. There you go. I said like 5.
What the hell?
Don't ask.
Cody, welcome back.
Look at
Oh,
this. Look
shit.
At this best of it.
Is that
Look
tone
at it.
setter?
No.
Sure
Look
looks
at
like it.
him.
That's a lot.
What's up, baby?
Yo, set the
Look at
tone.
that.
Let's go.
Are we ready to set the tone? Are we setting some
Set the
tones?
tone.
We're all there's gonna be so many damn tones set. You're not gonna know how to set so many damn tones.
Thanks for playing games with me literally all day.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Of course.
I politely asked.
Sir, yes, sir.
Do not murder me.
Wait, hold on,
It's
hold
my
on.
birthday.
It's Irish
All the
for
tones.
birthday. That's what we're doing.
Please
We're
don't
partying
murder
with
me.
Irish for a birthday.
Today's her birthday. Na-na-na-na-na-na.
And
I've already done that a couple times.
Happy birthday.
Count to 5 before you kill her. Na-na-na-na-na-na.
Happy birthday to you. Today
That's
is
the
your
birthday gift.
You all for the birthdays.
Song question.
Happy birthday
Yeah.
to you.
Song question. Go this way. Tone. Pressure. All right. No. No. Hey. I saw a screwdriver. There's a screwdriver. Shit, we don't even need vents. Never mind. Don't even need it. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, if I find the C4, I'll put it in my pocket. I'll put it in my pocket and keep it. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a knife. Wait, who said they're doing Pazoosh? You know what? Hold on. Moon! Moon!
Yeah.
Pazoosh!
Yeah.
For Pazoosh.
Oh, okay.
I heard you say Pazoosh.
Oh, I had the box for Bazoosh.
Oh.
But I'll throw it in there.
Oh.
There's C4 over in there. Hey, hey, hey!
Oh, we don't even need Pazoosh.
What the fuck? This goes to.
Play. Please be careful. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
I
know.
I just came back to a box on the ground, and then our birthday print is on the ground too.
That's not fair. Why do they keep killing her?
Who did it?
I just got it.
Flash?
No, I've been over here the whole time.
I don't
That's-
know, because
Okay,
I was back
hold on, hold
here.
on. That is botany.
And then
I'm
I
gonna
heard.
go. I'm going to botany.
What?
Oh, you can take it again. I was gonna take
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna take this to bot.
Oh, jeez.
That was pressure. That was
Okay,
pressure.
pressure.
Okay.
Okay, so she's got the last. Okay.
Clay, I'm.
Well, have you guys seen my fiance?
Yeah,
Wait.
he's doing pressure.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Howdy.
Hi. Hey, Glay. Question.
What's up?
Did Song pass you to get in there, or did Song just come walking out of medical?
That was the first time I've seen songs. Hey, what's up, son?
Yeah, I have zero trust. I'm sus as fuck of Song. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everyone's dying.
Everyone's just dying.
And then said, you saw that? So I killed him.
Hi, Ghoulie.
Oh.
Dude, I'm so sus right now. I don't even know. Okay. We have analysis to do, so I'm going to go find containers.
Yeah, I should have stayed at analysis.
So, hear me out, Glay.
What's up?
So, Song and Phoenix, I think, were inside of medical when Irish died.
Yeah, Phoenix
So,
was there when I got there. Yeah.
yeah, so be sus. We could travel together to do shit if you want.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So I was in analysis, and I was like, you know, I didn't want to do analysis. I just didn't feel like doing it. But
Yeah.
we can do analysis.
Oh, wait, let's do it. Let's go find containers. Hold on.
There's a few in there already. No, there's a few in there already. Like a bunch.
Oh, okay.
I just
I'm
didn't want
coming
to.
with.
Yeah. Oh, well, someone's in there now. Oh, there.
Do we help?
Yeah.
I think we should. I think we should. All right, what do we need?
That's okay. We need green, yellow, red.
Green, yellow, red.
So sus.
I need a container. Who's sus?
You're being so sus. What are you
I'm being
doing?
sus. I didn't come walking out of medical after somebody died.
Okay. With
Why
a
are you chasing
tactic
me?
in my hand and no gun.
Oh my god.
Because I want to scare you. See? You want to.
I'm sus as fuck of you. No shot. Why are you walking away from here with the blue? Do we need this blue?
We had blue. We already had blue.
So why is she
She was
chasing
gonna
me with
go-
it?
They were gonna go clean it.
She's chasing me down angrily. Of course I'm gonna kill her. Phoenix.
Yeah,
I'll
Phoenix,
clean
yeah.
it. I'll clean it. There's a fucking clean one right here. And there's another clean one right there.
Yeah, because I just cleaned it.
Well, I'm just saying.
Wow. Yeah.
Here's another one.
Now, okay. We need red and yellow.
Red and yellow. Got it.
Yeah.
I'll get one. I'll get which one?
I have red. Go get
I'll
yellow.
get yellow. Got it. Josephine, hello. I was sus. All right.
Yeah.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Sure.
Oh, never mind. Wait. Sorry. I stopped. I realized what happened. Sorry. Overzealous.
He shot him.
That son of a bitch.
And I shot him.
He was traveling with me. I trusted you.
Wow.
Sick son of a bitch. That mother.
Wow.
You should be nervous.
Glay. I mean, he didn't kill me, to be fair.
Talking about song is sus as I'm doing the damn scanner by myself.
No, I saw you. No, hey. What do you mean song was sus? I never said song was sus.
Phoenix wasn't a killer. They were doing
Somebody was fucking.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no, I think I totally said you were sus at first because you and Phoenix came out of medical and she was dead.
Phoenix wasn't
Screaming, and it was the beginning of
I
the
told you.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Why were you chasing me?
You didn't hear anything.
I wasn't. I was going to go clean that container because I grabbed the wrong flower.
Did you hear her? She was coming at me. Do you understand why I would be confused? Why I would be confused by that?
Trying to, you know.
She's chasing me down. I don't know she's gonna clean it. I don't know that she's just running at me with a flower. A very pretty flower, but
I just want to say, Flash, you were making some great points. I was super suspicious.
No, you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Wow.
That was absolutely perfect.
The killer.
Moon comes out.
Real convincing. I was super convinced.
Comes out of medical and goes, Graham just shot at
Yepers.
and I heard the shots because I was getting the last pressure cartridge. And I looked at her, and Graham comes over and goes, "Oh, you saw that?"
It was hilarious.
Imagine seeing
And Graham's just like, do. Oh, you saw that?
Killing
oh.
Graham wasn't on my list of things to do today.
Well,
so
you
I have
know,
feelings about it.
listen, when people present opportunities, it's gotta happen.
He admitted to
Hey,
killing
I
someone
appreciate
in
you not
cold
taking
blood.
me out. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no.
That's how you know.
I was like, well, at least he didn't kill me. You know, that's fine.
Look, the way I saw it, the only way this is going to end was me and you staring it down at the very end.
Epic style. We put the music in, and we just listen.
You're like, I trusted you, and I was like, you shouldn't have.
Mistake were made.
Oh, that, yeah.
But
Then I instantly thought Flash was the killer.
They're all sus. Listen, I didn't know she had to clean the flower. She was running directly at me. It's an honest mistake. Honest mistake. You did see Graham with a weapon running. You did. That is hard facts. All right, we see this guy. That is going to be useful. All right. Any more containers? Mine. Judas.
But I'm the birthday girl.
Oh, you're not a killer, are you?
No,
Don't. You're not a killer, right?
I'm not. I swear.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're a birthday girl. I'll take the screwdriver.
Thank you.
Oh, no, we don't even need vents. Oh, I got the low end of this deal.
Sorry. But thank you for
That's fine. I'll go do deliveries like a FedEx guy or something. That's fine. Hattie! How are you, Hattie? How was your stream earlier, Fred? I was lurking for a bit. How goes it? How goes it? All right, Pizoosh Computer's Delivery Scanner. Oh, do I want to just try to go and scan her and hopefully not die?
Yeah.
Hey.
You're doing great. No more.
Am I blind? There's 3 deliveries left.
There's one. No,
here's
there's
one.
2. Well, there's 2. There's one. There's one. There's one we're missing then.
This one's going to camera.
Okay. Unless somebody else has the other one. Ooh, another container.
C4 is in there. I'm sure.
Put these in. No. All right, those are there. Okay.
Right there.
We have one container there. I have another container here. Loving all the indie horrors. Let's go.
There's only one delivery left.
Hey,
I'm
you know
gonna
what? I'll
go
just
see
go to
what's
the
going on.
We need red.
I feel like I should be allowed
White.
to do this.
What? Why are you?
I feel like I should be allowed to after what you did to me. But I'll be nice.
Excuse me.
Not today, Arsenic. No.
No. Grammy, no. Grammy, no. Don't
They're
kill me again, Grammy. Don't kill me again, Grammy. He just popped a shot at me.
Grammy. All right, I'm gonna go get
Redwood
red.
just shot at me
I'm gonna go
again.
get red. We need tuna on that one, by the way.
Tuna?
Okay.
We need tuna. We need bumblebee tuna. Grammy sus. If he popped a shot at them, yeah. Yeah. He's a little bit sus. All right. I don't see any other containers. Oh, except for that one. I wish I knew what the other color we needed was. I mean, it's Graham. Wow.
Hey, Irish. I was just watching the cameras and I saw Graham pull a gun on you.
Yeah, he tried to shoot me right in front of Flash.
Well,
Yeah.
she was going to stab him and said, I feel like I owe you this.
Yeah, I made
White
I made
tuna
it
red.
like
White tuna red.
Okay, so he might not be the killer.
No.
Okay. Just trying to get this one done.
Okay, all right, what color do we need next?
We have white tuna red. Well, I'm gonna put this out there because somebody put a C4 in here. White shrimp white. We need white.
Oh, we need double white. So
Yeah, I'm on
I'll
it.
Get a white and then I'll come back.
Yep. We put a C4 in there. I don't know. That could have been anybody. When I went away, it was probably Graham. Graham's like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to see it happen. Phoenix was right there. Phoenix was right there. You think she's trying to find this stuff? All right, this one also needs cleaned. What do we need? Which one did I say? White shrimp white? All right. Shrimp.
That was 100% moon money.
Epic just tried to shoot me. I just finished scanner. Grem was helping me. Grem is now dead.
I have trust issues.
Who do we trust here?
Epic was standing outside watching us do scanner. Grem was helping me. Now Grem is dead.
Why is
I
Graham?
finished scanner with Grem.
Well, we're not 100% sure, but we know who we can trust here.
Mm-hmm.
So do we wanna clean together?
All right. Brown cod white. Brown cod white.
Okay.
We got 4 minutes.
We're gonna go.
It's no big deal. I will stand in the corner again. Don't care.
Here's the cod.
Okay.
I'm gonna go make sure she's.
So Brett tried. No, wait. Brett tried
Graham
killing.
was trying to kill you, and
Saul.
you're telling people that I went and killed him for no reason?
Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this.
I love how me and you were like, nope, not a part of
Never.
that.
I fucking. Everyone's just like, what? That's not doing anything but arguing. Just fucking do the work. It's brown.
Alright, I got your back.
Okay.
I already put the
brown.
cod in, so as long as nobody
Is it brown
jeopardizes
cod
it.
white?
Yes, they're both white, so we need 2 whites.
They're both white. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, we'll get another. That way, if somebody takes one of us out, we have another one.
I'm just hearing what I'm hearing.
Brown cod white. Brown cod white. Yep.
I know, me too. Hold on, let me put my hands up too.
What kind of rice do we need?
Brown.
Okay. Oh,
Right.
I did.
Oh, you already got that part.
I
Okay.
somehow grabbed the fish.
Yeah, you're good. Got this pretty white flower, and she has a pretty white flower.
Yep.
We can use your pretty white flower.
Oh.
I guess no. Hey,
This
all
is
I
so
know is I thought
fucking
you was
sus.
out there
Go
watching
ahead.
us.
Go ahead.
I was a little stuck because it took forever. Nope. What? Song is
Look out. I love Irish right now. All
I'm not ready.
right, let's go. Let's do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing.
Song
I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. Oh, there were so many people just sussing everybody out.
No,
Oh my god, that was so sus. Who was it?
It's funny because
Epic, you're
You tried to
such a good
kill him, and I
killer.
saved his
Mr. Me
life.
Too when we're just chilling computers. I'm like, what do you mean?
See?
I could have sworn I saw you come from that way because you were like
thought you were
scooting,
just
and I
giving
was
shit
like,
direct.
Blake, why you
He
didn't know
tried
that
to
was
kill you, and I saved your life, and you told everyone I was the killer.
Who was it?
Well, the directions were
was
wrong. I've never done that
I
task before.
saw Grandma's security cameras trying to kill people, so when I saw him in Scanner with Song, I stood in the door with a gun aimed at him, and he didn't see me. And as soon as they were done Scanner, he pulled out a gun and he was behind Song and he shot at it, so I killed him.
Oh, man.
No,
And
no,
all I
that
saw
was not it.
me
You
getting
tried.
hit.
You tried.
So who was the other one?
Paper effort.
All I saw was me getting hit. and
That's
the-
wonderful.
It was
Oh.
I shot you, not me.
Judas.
I didn't see him have to go, so that was my.
Yeah,
It was straight
I
next to the
had no
restaurant
idea
with the
you thought I
candlestick.
tried to kill you.
No, with the
until
flower.
Mom came in and said everyone thinks you're the
I
killer.
got everything right though, and I didn't do anything sus because Irish had a knife to my back and I followed
I
it.
will think twice before I
And you had a white
say
flower, and that was that's what you got.
I did everything right. I was like, nope, she's gonna
Wow,
kill me.
imagine.
I made a good decision giving her the knife. Hey Soggy, how are you? I gave her the knife, and that was actually a smart choice. It keeps giving Grammy killer. Anything? Any eyeballs on anything? Oh, it does. All right, game on. Put them up.
Bang, bang.
Bang.
Unbelievable.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word.
I don't think you know what. I don't think that word means what you think. All right, we have a pazoosh. I have a container. I throw in there.
Here's some right.
All right. Any more containers? They're working on pressure. Okay.
Can someone help me move pressure over?
All right, they're gonna do their thing. I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna try to find more containers. We don't need containers for. Okay, I'm gonna try to find more. Actually, wait. What do we need?
Blue.
Blue. All right, I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna try to find another container.
You know what? Get double blue.
Double blue. I can only get one.
Oh, get blue.
Okay. No containers there. There's a container there, though. Okay. Hi.
I'm looking for more containers.
Oh, over here. Mel. 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 Over here. Over here. Right here.
Oh, sweet. You. What the fuck?
I know I needed double blue. That's all I knew. But I only got one.
I just grabbed a fuse.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, hopefully she's not sabotaging.
Next one is gonna be black shrimp blue. Okay.
Black shrimp blue, black shrimp blue, black shrimp blue.
If you want, I'm gonna go clean this and grab blue.
Okay.
And then
Black
I'll also.
shrimp
Actually, they're all blue. Okay.
Start the next one. I do have this guy. Got 7 on it. Black shrimp, right? Hi.
Hello.
Shrimp. All my shrimp look like this. I don't know about you. When I get shrimp, it looks like a goddamn lobster. All right, I need blue. I need blue. Black shrimp blue. And then white salmon blue.
Do we have any elements in here? Or are we doing it here?
I'm just waiting on Moon to come back. Moon to come back.
Oh, okay. Do you need me to clean that for you?
If we could, that'd be lovely.
Yes, sir.
Dunka. Moon.
Okay.
Hi.
I got blue.
Okay.
Oh, is Irish gonna go clean that one?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then we need white salmon blue.
Yeah, I have.
So we could use the
I
other
have
one for the
another
rice,
blue.
and I could use this one. Oh, you have double blue?
Yeah, I got double blue when I was
let's
there.
go. Okay, then we'll use that one for the white rice, and we'll be ready to go.
Alright. Here's
Yeah, we just need that one for the
Rockin'.
rice, and we're good.
Nice.
Alrighty. And then we just
what
need
was it?
2
What was it?
alimentations and scanner.
Let's go.
Spam it.
Goddamn scanner. Goddamn scanner. Play with some friends. Nice.
I know Mel's working on one.
Okay, on one of the alimentations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, alimentations is done now. So we just have scanner.
Oh,
Nice. We are
alright.
doing fantastic.
Rockin'. I think whoever it is hasn't found any weapons, and they're being very careful.
Probably Graham.
Probably. it's probably Graham.
Maybe again. It's probably Graham. Maybe Graham and Irish.
Okay.
You never know. But I feel like Graham is definitely part of the equation.
Yeah. Oh no, I haven't heard from the others.
Scanner or all the plus.
Yeah, we're almost done with Pazoosh.
Okay. I'll
So
go sit by
scanner,
then.
yeah. I need something else in my hand just in case shit goes down. Noise. Scanner.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Nice.
Because Iris just tried to murder me and failed miserably.
I was gonna say, I saw her chasing
Oh, that dirty rascal. That dirty rascal. I
What did
saw her
say?
pull the
What did I
gun
say?
out.
Probably Irish.
Hey, that's not very nice. Hey, no, it's not nice, Phoenix. 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 No, I don't wanna. No. No. I don't wanna. No. No, leave me alone. You bully.
I never get to kill anyone. Come back here. Where'd you go? Where'd he go?
Moon was coming to help her. How dare her? Moon Bunny.
Yay!
How dare you? You were going to help her.
We were already
You were going to help her. How dare you?
I never kill people. I had to do it at least once. I had to try.
Phoenix was the killer, and then Moon's chasing me with Phoenix to try and kill me.
No, we're already finishing up.
They're like, Flash, come on, it's a slow chase. Come here. Animals.
I'm like, Flash, don't be killing you. It's fine.
Oh my God. Oh, and out of all people,
Machine.
you.
Oh,
How could you?
oh my God, really?
Don't you throw your hands up in
That's how
innocence.
slick they are.
Lies.
I'm the birthday girl.
No.
I did.
I mean, that
take
is
damage
true.
far away
I mean,
from
yes,
my
you are a
guy.
birthday girl. Innocent, no.
I had to assist the birthday girl in her murder spree.
I gave her a knife earlier because earlier she was like, but I'm the birthday girl. I was like, fine, you can have it.
Yeah.
I got the
Whatever.
monster one, so I was like, oh, I'm actually capable this time.
Phoenix killed him and said, "Oh no, Griff died from and I'm like, wow,
Poor Grimmy.
wow, oh my
That was
goodness,
slick. That was probably
that was
highlight.
crazy."
I wish there
Do you notice when people change lights in the room? Sometimes I see a pop. Gibble gobble, gibble gobble, gibble gobble, gibble gobble. It's not a knife. That's a knot. No, it's not.
It's not.
No,
It's
but it's
a
a
cup.
but it's a delivery and a
It's a
screwdriver.
cup instead.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Risk it for the biscuit. Where do you want it? Where do you put it, Song? I want to put it right here in this cart. There we go.
I heard a gun. I shot the box.
You shot what?
I went to open the box, but I had a gun in my hand, so I shot it open.
Oh. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either,
Oh.
but it opened.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Surprise.
Kill someone to be silly and goofy. But I need the trigger. I need the trigger.
Who's doing the pew pewing?
I don't know. I'm scared. Help. It's Mel, isn't it? Is it Mel? Hello? It's Mel, isn't it? Prima, thank you for the lurk. Here, I'm gonna get my tape on. I'm gonna get my tape on. Do we need computers? No. Delivery, alimentation, scanner, position. Ah, fucking ow, dude. Jesus Christ. Fucking let it breathe for a second. Damn.
She just laid me down in my face. Like I
Did she get every single weapon in the game?
Yeah.
What happened was she went to go kill me, and I went to go shoot her.
I got my delivery done.
All right.
Never.
Hey, I got my delivery done. I did my job.
Now.
Epic is way more
I messed
diabolical.
up. I messed up because I threw my gun at her instead of shooting her with it.
Oh, it happens. It's okay.
Well, okay, I'm used to first person shooting.
That's okay.
You tried. It's
Yeah.
the
A
village just
minus.
blew
A
poop.
minus for effort. It's okay.
Wow.
That's right. I'll go over here. I'm gonna find out where she is.
Imagine getting every weapon in the game. And
I know, dude. Damn.
Where's Phoenix?
I don't know. I hope if Phoenix takes her out, it's gonna be super funny.
Or
No.
Oh, it
No,
is
thank
Phoenix.
you, man.
Nope. That's yep. Who had the gun? Was that? Did Song just shoot at her and miss?
Okay,
No
I
way.
never want to hear you ever.
I never get a weapon. I never get a weapon. I never get a weapon.
You
I
are
haven't
just
said that a single
diabolical.
time this week
Every
even.
single weapon on the map.
Diabolical.
Yeah,
Right in the face.
I had a gun. I had 2 guns, and then Clay was coming towards me, and I have a feeling he was about to
Jesus,
give me a
SpongeBob.
knife.
Now you gotta
but
do it
when
when you're
I killed
alive.
him, a knife flew out of his hands. So then I
Way to
went
go,
back,
Glay.
And then I
When
killed
you
you,
went-
and then when I
I was
killed
gonna
you, I
give
got
him
another gun, and then I
That's
killed you
because-
with it.
Just because when you went to go shoot me, I ended up throwing it instead of shooting you because I'm so used to aiming at first person
So
shooters.
he's taking like a thing of Skittles and he's just like,
Who was the other one?
Phoenix.
It was.
Phoenix is
Phoenix
the
is killer every
I know.
game.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sorry, you were gonna bring that to
definitely
me as a gift, weren't
I
you?
have to say, so I was so of you when you're walking into
interesting
sushi.
was gonna
And
be
I
a
go,
gift.
"Why
Past
is there a
tense.
dead moon bunny out front?" And you
I
go,
know,
"Oh,
I said-
I
Yeah,
have
you're saying-
to
you're saying-
and she's just dead."
You're supposed to taste the rainbow, not listen to it. For God's sakes.
No, it's true.
For
Yeah, no,
God's
they
sakes.
didn't know at all.
But I wasn't near
But I was
anyone
so
when they
glad
died.
you were just like,
everybody.
I think there's a
We're
lot
good.
I give the weapons away to make the game more interesting. Whether it's
Yeah.
epic or whoever, and well, it was pretty.
Does he want to give one to me? Who's Neom?
Me.
Oh, okay. Well, don't hurt yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Try not to trip.
Okay.
Okay. I will not maintain.
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry. That seems threatening.
That's,
I am an
I
employee.
mean, you pick up an item and it's like, I will not maintain. All right, well, I'm gonna go this way. You have fun, Phoenix. Look, see, dissident, no fucking weapons. No weapons. Nothing. Nilch. Nothing. Computer, scanner, alimentation, vent. All right, I need to find more vent. That's fine, but there's nothing in it right now, so nothing really to sabotage. Oh, there's a C4 over there. Oh, it's me and Grem. Oh, shit. You think Grem will go on a murdering, like, rampage? Wait, who's the white player? Glay? I have an idea. I need to kill Glay. I need to kill Glay. I have an idea. But I need a weapon. But I need a weapon. What am I doing? Trying to get my friends? Hi.
Hey, Flash.
What?
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, no bang bang. You stop. Okay, thanks, I guess. I haven't seen him at all. I haven't seen him at all. Take the gun. No, there's no ammo in it. He wouldn't have put it down if there was no ammo in it. I mean, if there was ammo in it. If there was ammo in it, he wouldn't have.
Okay, Flash already got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good
On
job,
it.
Flash.
Thank you.
You're doing great. You're
Thank
doing
you.
great.
No, you know what? I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you.
Need that other
I
vent.
appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you. I have a feeling that nothing is gonna happen because I can't sabotage shit because I don't have anything to sabotage with. I'm gonna have to just try and fucking club somebody from behind. Alimentation scanner computer.
I do when I'm just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
What do you mean sorry?
Bang.
Hey, motherfucker, will you and Song? What the hell is wrong with both of you? Jesus Christ.
Is that the wrong one? Oh my god! It's like...
The vents are done.
Panic. Oh shit! Oh.
See, look, everybody finds.
Right. It was black.
Dude, I was like, I will never find a weapon as a dissident. I might as well just start swinging. They're traveling in a pack. What is this shit?
Scared.
You got me though. So.
I did.
I accidentally scared
I did. And you're carrying an empty gun. It's like shit.
I had this ready.
I don't
Phoenix,
know.
pull the
And now
trigger.
the pieces are
It's
wrong.
right there on the ground.
Oh, it's
right
scared.
there on the ground.
Yeah, it's no, it was next to your body over there.
Yeah, you tried to kill her with it. Yeah, so when I went in to put the battery, I'm like, wait, it was done already. And I'm like looking at you, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
All right, here it goes.
Yeah. I haven't freaking gotten a weapon as a dissident. I can't do shit.
I haven't had any weapons.
Yeah, the weapons. Yeah. That's why, like, when I'm an employee, I tend to just like give it away.
Yeah, you might as well, just to see what the hell happens.
Who's his accomplice?
Yeah, like she has a weapon. She has a weapon. I bet she has a weapon. Where's Grammy?
So the
Yeah.
story I was told.
The story I was told. See, I like hearing that.
Is that Flash
No, Mel
killed
has
Clay, and then they
my empty
killed
gun that I had.
Flash.
That
Yeah.
was the one that Mel had.
I
Oh.
was just doing a computer.
All right, so Song and Grim.
Iris was like, unimpressed.
Likely story.
Likely story.
Again.
Yeah.
Come on, get sus. Get sus. Somebody
God damn,
somebody
you-
turn.
Oh, here we go. Here's some.
What is he doing?
Here's, I don't know, but here he comes.
Wait for it.
Was that Moon? Moon, you got Botanic?
Phoenix is doing
Oh,
Botanic.
oh, just-
Okay, there we go.
yeah.
Storage is done.
Lifeless
Yeah, I
clay.
did store, or I did mechanical.
Nope.
With Iris just now.
What's the other one?
No, nothing to see here. Moving
Somebody
along.
needs to do scanner.
Be my guest.
Be my guest.
You doing this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix, you tell him.
It
Yeah.
went through.
Yeah, Phoenix, look at her. She's not taking anybody's shit.
On that one.
It's just the scanner. Where's Grammy?
Phoenix, like, do it yourself.
Is Grammy alive?
I don't know. Who's it?
Is he aimlessly looking off into the universe? Oh, Clay.
What?
He's over here. He's doing computers. What is he doing?
He's looking for people.
Look.
You just sabotaged the alimentation that was completed already.
You tell him, Grab.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably like, where the hell is everybody?
The next time they have to charge that, they'll
They're gonna be so pissed when they realize that battery is only half charged.
It's gone, yeah. Look, yeah, look, there you go. Get him, get him. Yep. Hands up. Wasn't me. Nothing to see here.
And there he goes.
There we go.
Friggin' bring a tourist. Well, damn it.
I'm sitting there waiting for you to
Who was
finish
your
the machine, and I'm like,
co-conspirator?
I think Clay's dead.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Was it Grammy?
Yeah, it was me. I was trying to find the C4 detonator. I couldn't find it.
Grammy was over there
Funny.
sabotaging
Fun. It doesn't like fun.
a alimentation that was complete.
Oh.
Um,
It was so funny because. Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh my God.
I went to bring a battery to the alimentation, and Flash was there. And then as we were talking, I'm like realizing, like, wait, why did you take the correct alimentation? And like, oh, I'm gonna die here. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because every player that wasn't a dissident had a weapon. Well.
Yep.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
For Graham, no. Graham just likes to cruise. He just likes to chill.
That is
Sometimes
my last
maybe good, sometimes maybe
Happy
shit.
birthday.
Oh, thank y'all.
Oh, welcome. Thanks for
Bye, Miss
coming,
Murder Bunny.
You know, Irish, it's probably gonna. That's probably my last game too. I just realized it's getting to
Bye, Miss
midnight.
Murder Bunny. Bye.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize how late it was.
Yeah, it's super late. I didn't realize that.
I
Irish.
I heard you speak, but I
Yes.
didn't hear you
No,
speak
I'm sorry. I was
over
saying
that.
it is getting close to midnight. Is probably gonna be. That was probably it for me as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friend,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
I was thinking that too, because
Yeah, because it's
we're about to hit the 12 hours.
Hell
and
yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, let's go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Good night, Irish.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't go. Thank you.
Bye.
No, what? Wait, what? Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness. That game is so good. What up, Drax? That game is so freaking fun. So fun. Phoenix, I'm so glad you could join, friend. I'm so glad. All right. We are going to go find someone to raid here in a second. My lovely friends. Moon! Had a blast, Moon. Had fun, friend. Loads of chaos. Loads of chaos. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Song. Thank you for joining. I'm glad that you guys could help fill out the game. All right, so Ivers said they're about to end. Always a blast. At some point, I want to play Lethal again. One of these days, Alice. One of these days. Boop, boop, boop. Cody, have a good one. Enjoy the sleeps, friend. Missing it. Me too. I haven't played in a little while. It has been a little bit. Let me see. Always die in Lethal. Yeah, I mean, I think all of us do, to be fair. I think it's kind of the point. You'd think the point would be to live, but not really. I think the fun is in the death. But with crowd control, it makes it extra fun. Extra fun. Where is... What the hell? Definitely need crowd control. Yeah. It makes it so much fun. Oh, there was Ira. I was going to say, I was just checking to see what she was doing. But yeah, she's about to end. Love when a song comes up on Spotify and I just start grooving. Just got up and started grooving. Hey, yo, there you go. Hey, yo, there you go. You know, I know she's about to end anyway, but we're going to go over there anyway. Guys, if you're following, that one is for you. If you're a sub, that's for you. My little creepies, my little tier 3s, that's for you. Maybe we can get in there to Irish before she completely raids out too. So we're going to raid into Irish, who is going to raid into somebody else shortly. She's going to be talking to finish up her night. She's been going for almost 12 hours. Almost 12. Played vanilla not too long ago. I died and was like, oh, damn. I guess this is what it is. Yeah. Without crowd control, for sure. Raid train. That's right. Wednesday, we'll be back with more Phasmophobias. We'll be back with more Phasmers. Guys, if you're not in the Discord, that is there. The socials are there. Thank you for chilling. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you. Thank you. Always good to get away and play a different game. Yeah. What's up, chicken? But yeah, we'll be back with more of the Phasmos on the Wednesday. And there's no Blood Moon stuff. Well, you know what I mean. There's no altar. There's no altar. We don't have to listen to that shit. She's not raiding out yet? Oh, yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. So we are going to go raid the birthday girl herself because she is still live. And she's going to be live for a little bit talking to her community as they're closing down shop. So, friends, thank you for hanging, man. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the bitties. Thank you for the chills and the follows. Appreciate you. We are almost already to our monthly goal. We are on the 18th. And we are less than 15 away from the goal. So the chances of hitting it are high. Not a guarantee, but they're up there. So I'll have to start looking into getting Grinch-related things. And maybe a bigger fan. Because it's going to be hot as shit. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. No, I'm not dressing up Josie. No. Stretch goal. Flash streaming as Mrs. Okay, dude. Oh my God. All right. Friends, thank you again for the great stream. I appreciate you. I will see you on Wednesday for more fun, more Phasmos, more things. Appreciate you, friends. Goodbye.